basketball? Should I start there? Armenian basketball. I swear, if it's the first search, I'm going to be so stoked. That's Kobe Bryant and Melo. All right. That's weird. This is not Armenian basketball. This is Aaron Wiggins putting up a 40-piece. Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. He's also been traded to the Atlanta Hawks for 2 first-round picks. What is Sam Presti up to, right? I'm doing the Brian Windhorst fingers on this one. Getting 2 first-round picks for a guy like Aaron Wiggins, who is a solid role player on your team. Obviously didn't get a whole lot of run in the playoffs. Was he hurt? I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. I've already completely forgotten about basketball. I've moved on to football and football. That is where my head is at. I feel so bad for baseball. The World Cup was like, hey, baseball, I know this is your time. I know it's summertime. People are supposed to watch baseball and lock in on it. Hey, we're playing a game with our feet over here. That's the difference between American sports and European sports, right? Is they're like, hey, let's play with our feet. And we're like, we have hands. 2 of them. Let's use them. But pool basketball is very dangerous. What was I trying to look up? Okay, Armenian basketball was not it. Do you guys know at all what I'm talking about? Sam Presti's going to trade up for Mara? All right, whatever. Are we still on the trade Chet thing? Are we still on the Chet Holmgren's not good enough thing? Wrestling basketball. All right, not typing at all. I just started to spell wrestling with an R. That's the kind of day I'm having. Wrestling basketball. No, it's Carmelo Anthony and Kobe Bryant. Again, did I look up what's happening? What's wrong with me? Look, that's a different search. That's wrestling. Chet isn't good enough. That's why they're getting Mara. Chet's a top 5 center. This is the exact same search result. Okay. How do I look this up, guys? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Wrestling, basketball, sport. Dagestani basketball? It's still just Kobe Bryant and Carmelo Anthony. I'm already screaming at the top of my lungs. Dagestani basketball. If this is right, Sugo, it's still Kobe Bryant. And then it's Aaron Wiggins again. Okay. All right, come on, scroll. Maybe I have it saved. Is there any chance I have it saved? How do I do this? How's it always Kobe Bryant? iHeart is an unrestricted free agent. I think y'all don't have enough money because Chet and J-Dub's Mac extensions kick in this year. We're talking contracts real quick. What the crap is happening to me? Oh my gosh. Set up my ad account. No. Bookmarks. Maybe I have it bookmarked. Journalism. I have this. Do you guys want to watch this? 2v8. This is from Chechnya. I mean, I don't even know why I turned on the volume at all. I knew it was just going to be Chechnyan. Bro, what wait, what's going on? This bro's got a sticker on his arm. XL. Got the biggest sticker they possibly could. They're like, sir, this is a decal. Islam Makhachev playing basketball. Is that what I should look up? Oklahoma is playing for the Natty right now. I'm so nervous. Oh, JD, I forgot the College Baseball World Series is on right now. We're watching a 2v8 MMA fight right now. I mean, just how? How? I understand the 2 other guys. There's 3 referees. There's 4 refs. For a 10-man fight, you got 4 refs. What's the math on that one? When did they decide that it was going to be 4? Do you think they started with 3? Oh, okay. Do you think they started with 3 and they're like, maybe we should go to 5? And someone's like, I think let's meet in the middle. Let's go happy medium and hit a 4 spot. J-Dub is making too much not to play. Listen. Okay. Oreo the Cat, you're going to hate this. JD, you're going to love this. And all the Knicks fans out there are absolutely going to hate this take. My microphone. If J-Dub and AJ Mitchell played that entire series, they would have gotten through the Spurs in probably 5 or 6 games, and then they probably would have swept the New York Knicks. Sorry about it. I'm serious, though. I said Giannis because I got Giannis on the brain. Giannis is probably getting traded today, so we're going to be doing a lot of Giannis talk. Guys, let's send out a prayer real quick. We're going to pray together real quick, and then we're going to do the verse of the day, and then we're going to do the movie of the day, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe what I was going to talk about, which I forget now. Oh, yeah. The Knicks getting swept by the Thunder if the Thunder won. I'm doing a bunch of what-ifs today. But first, let's pray for... No, you cannot, Goku. We're gonna wait on phone calls until I open them up just a little bit, but I love you. And I appreciate you as a man. I want this weather delay in Philadelphia to be over so I can continue watching France and Iraq battle it out on the battlegrounds of Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. Can we real quick just pray for, dear God, please let Giannis go to the Thunder? No, that's not the prayer that we're going to have. No, we're not praying about him going to the Thunder. We're not having that prayer. We are praying that it happens live during the show, so I'm live right away, and I'm already live talking about it, and we can do a live reaction to Giannis getting traded. You know what? Or I could just do fake Giannis reaction getting traded. Should we just fake them? What if I just faked them and edited them on the show and just put them out right now? And been like, all right, I was ahead. I beat Shams to it. We can also just fake them, but let's just pray for it to happen right now. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for all that you've given us, the countless blessings that you've bestowed upon us, both physical and mental, and the fact that I thank you, Lord, for putting me in a Walmart desert as well. And I pray for all of those who are in a Walmart surplus area, and for those who are in food deserts as well. And I also pray for Giannis Antetokounmpo to get traded live during this stream, Jesus, so I could be vain. So for my vain desires of being live while it's happening and getting my live reaction to it. Thank you, Jesus, for everything you've given us. Amen. Amen's in the chat. Let's do the verse of the day before we get into any of that nonsense that I was speaking about the Thunder sweeping the Knicks in 5, if they got there. Sweeping in 5, can'ttalk.com. Psalm 121 says, I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. I will not let you stumble. The one who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel never slumbers or sleeps. Israel, 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 Israel. The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon at night. That would suck if the moon harmed you in any way. That'd be horrible. Yeah, you can get a sunburn and all that, right? But imagine if the moon was like poisonous. All right. Well, I guess for werewolves it is. What happens when a werewolf is like sees the full moon? Is like what happens there? You know what I mean? According to the, what are you going to call those, fairy tales? Sorry to do that. Sorry to all the people who enjoyed werewolves and vampires and that stuff. But those are fairy tales, right? Those are fairy tales. Hey, it's cloaked in this aura of fear and intensity, right? And biting. Both, yeah, super bitey. Vampires, werewolves, handshake in the middle, biting. It would suck if the moon could hurt you. Just me? We also do the movie of the day on this show. Today's movie of the day is Fargo. I know. I'd get muted. I'd get kicked off the show. I'd get kicked off of TikTok forever if I mentioned Israel. What if I just go live with an Israeli flag tattooed on my forehead? How much do you think they would pay me for that? I wouldn't do it. Well, depends on how big. Nominated for 7 Oscars and winner of 2. This dark-lie, amusing thriller combines a first-rate cast, a dazzling mix of mirth and malice, and a bizarre kidnapping plot that unravels the Midwest like never before. Starring Frances McDormand, William H. Macy, and Steve Buscemi, Fargo is a brilliant tour de force. Tour de force. Wow, tour de force. Shout out to France, playing Iraq right now, almost. From the creators of Raising Arizona and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Fargo. There we go. Great movie, by the way. Sometimes I show bad movies on this show. I try to keep it to good movies. Do I ever watch Yellowstone? No, brother. I live in a Walmart desert. I don't watch Yellowstone. I live in a Walmart desert. No, I've never dabbled into any of the Taylor Sheridan movies, but I do not disrespect Mr. Sheridan. I believe he makes great content. The question for you guys today, where is Giannis Antetokounmpo going? The Bucks have been quite verbal about the idea that Giannis is getting traded before the draft. The draft, of course, is tomorrow, and it's one of the more exciting drafts in the past, 5-10 years, because there's not a clear number one option. There's also 5 or 6, maybe even 7 guys in this draft that could be franchise-changing type guys. The only things I know from the NBA draft, well, there's 3. Cam Boozer is a bust. Caleb Wilson's going to be the best player from the draft. And whoever the Bulls draft is going to stink. I don't believe the Bulls will ever draft a good player. I'm sorry about that. To all the Chicagoland people. Listen, I like Chicago a lot. Chicago's a great city. You guys are awesome. Great sports fans. The Cubs are really cool. The Bears are awesome. Caleb Williams rocks. They're taking away Soldier Field. They're moving it to Indiana. Are they still the Chicago Bears? You will let me know. The one thing I do know is the Bulls are a terrible organization. They got lucky by getting Michael Jordan. Lucky. They got lucky with Michael Jordan and tried to squander the whole thing. I actually don't know if they did. He went number 2 overall. So I guess who went 1? Was it Ralph Sampson? I don't know. Ralph Sampson was tall. Did he go 3? We can say the F word? What do you mean? Oh, you can say it in the chat? I don't say it. Guys, I only cussed twice last week. Both of them were last night. I got nasty on Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers out there and to my dad specifically. Thank you, Pops, for being awesome. But yeah, yesterday at work was, bro, oh my gosh. Humans eat a lot of food. We had 700 covers in like a 4-hour period or like a 3-hour period. And covers are basically heads. So, like, when you make a reservation, if it's a reservation for 4, that's technically 4 covers. So, we had 700 covers from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., basically. We had nonstop, yes, shout out, Max. We had nonstop food going from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. It was absolutely hell on earth. Did I hate it? Yeah, pretty much every second of it. But did I grind hard? Yeah, of course. Am I slowly falling in love with all of the waitresses there? Brother, you already know I am. There's probably maybe 14 and a half women that I'm already in love with. None of them are in love with me back. I don't even know if they have boyfriends. I've only worked there 5 times. I don't know anything about these people, but I'm in love. That's just easy. It's easy for me. It's snap of a finger. A girl just says something nice to me. I'm like, all right, you're my wife. Come on now. I think there's 2 or 3 girls that are in love with me, but I'm not in love with them. It's a strange dichotomy that's happening right now. Where was I? Can't stop thinking about Walmart. Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the move. They said it was going to happen before draft day. Draft day is tomorrow, of course. And right now, there are only 2 teams left in the race. It's the Miami Heat and it's the Boston Celtics, apparently, according to Shams. Now, has Shams been known to bend the truth a little bit? Yeah, of course. The entire time Luka was hurt in the playoffs, Shams was saying he's like a game or 2 away. Shut up, Shams. I'm out on Shams. I think I'm out on all insiders that are not named Adam Schefter, right? And Steven Tanner. Steven Tanner, of course, is our NFL insider. Once we get deeper into the NFL season, we'll bring some of that back. Hating on Walmart is crazy. That's like hating on America, basically. Maybe I just love Target. Sorry, Target's American, too. Minneapolis. Shout out to Minneapolis. Good, decent city. Not bad. Been there. I like Target more. I'm sorry. I like my grocery store, and then I like Target. I don't need them combined. Hey, Target has groceries, and they have pants and stuff. Yeah, but their clothes are cool. They have cool clothes. I shop and I buy stuff at Target and I put that stuff on my body. It is good. Was I done hating on Chicago? I don't know. Walmart is just not for me, bro. Sorry. Not for me. I'm not a Kardashian, but I'm closer to a Kardashian than I am to someone who shops at Walmart. Does that make any sense to you guys? I think I'd fit in well with that family too. Kim K gets so much unnecessary hate. It's really not cool. I think she's a cool lady. She's a lawyer. She passed the bar, I think. She does law stuff. She married Kanye West. She's a really good mom. I'll give her that. Right? She cares about her kids a lot, which is cool. Very cool. She's a Christian lady. She's going to heaven. You're going to see her in heaven. Heaven's going to get a new angel tonight, brother. Oh, come on now. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Love her. Lovely lady. If she was like, hey, want to go on a date? You're going to say yes. Married men, maybe not, but probably. She seems cool. She's funny. I've watched her show a couple times, Keeping Up with the K's. I just saw a clip of her. She was like at the DMV getting a new driver's license because she's 50 years old or whatever. And she had Glam with her at the DMV, like getting her makeup done to like make sure her driver's license photo was like looking good. And someone clipped it and put it on Twitter. And it's like, wow, the vanity of this woman to do this for your driver's license. And all the comments were just hating so hard on Kim K. Hey, her job is to be hot. What? You wanted her to take a day off? She appears on her show without makeup all the time. You wanted her to take a day off the DMV? No. Oh, imagine you were at the DMV and you're like, bro, Kim Kardashian was at the DMV and she looked a boonk. You would be pissed. You would be furious because you didn't get the full show. It's like going to Disneyland and Space Mountain is closed. That's not the whole experience. Going to D-Land and seeing that Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean is out, man, why am I even here? That is like seeing Kim Kardashian at the DMV and her not looking glammed out. You didn't get the full picture. Like, can we be nice to Kim Kardashian? We're just still talking about groceries in the chat. As a kid, I used to watch those YouTube videos called People of Walmart, and they have the most odd customers ever. Yeah, they usually have a poor BMI. They have a lot of targeted ads for Ozempic and Zepbound. They have a bad, nasty, old tattoo on their ankle. What's up with ankle tats? What's up with people who are in their late 40s and early 50s with ankle tattoos? That was a move. Mint. I don't know. They have nasty hair, too. They watch my 1,000-pound life to feel better about their 400-pound life. Zinger, zinger, zinger. Paprika on that. On all that about Walmart. I'm being rude to Walmart in general, but the Walmart family owns the Broncos, and I have sweet, sweet, tender disdain for that organization and for that Broncos team and for their quarterback. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna hate on something, I might as well hate on that. My mom is in her early 40s with an ankle tattoo. It's something about people in their 40s and 50s. They're like, hey, I needed to get a tattoo because tattoos are cool now. Let me get it on my ankle, right above my ankle. I'm gonna get it this big too, so it covers the entire side of my calf. It's more of a shin tat, though. Yeah, it wraps around. They love it. They love like a low appendage, a walking leg tattoo to just flash when they're at the Jersey Shore popping off in a bikini because they wear pants everywhere, right? They're like, oh, I can cover it with socks. 40 and 50-year-olds do not wear regular crew socks. They wear ankle socks. Come on. Dude, you ever see a guy, I'm like, I could just change your socks and your whole outfit looks better. Hey, wear pants that don't hug your legs. Huh? Like a Chinese finger trap. Bro's got his twig legs and a Chinese finger trap with those skinny jeans. Come on now. Get them off. Take off your pants. Hurry up. We're having a commando summer, by the way, as well. A lot of people are trying to figure out, like, what's the trend of the summer? Like, what's happening this summer? What are we doing fashion-wise? What are me and the boys rolling out with when we go 12 deep to the Bizarres? It's a commando summer. We're not wearing undies. No panties, no undies. That's the fashion trend that I'm seeing. You know what's in? Like, cleavage is out. See you, cleavage. What's in is butt crack. And because guys can participate too. Butt crack is in this summer, dude. I'm telling you. You are going to go out with your homies, or you're going to catch a baseball game, and you're going to see some crack. Because we're having a commando summer. If you're going to a sporting event anywhere downtown, you're going to see crack being smoked, but you're going to see crack on the butt throughout the entire summer. It's popping off. Oh, heck no? JD, all my homies, all the homies in the chat are rocking commando summer with me. Come on now. Someone has to be the first to do it, and I'll just be the first to do it, right? Because whoever starts the trend always looks like the weirdo, and then everyone starts doing it, and they're like, wow, that guy was on something. We're having a commando summer this summer. The song of the summer has yet to be determined, but the fashion of the summer, or the song of the summer has yet to be determined, but the fashion piece of the summer has been chosen. It's commando summer. We're rocking balls out. We're letting them breathe, baby. Letting them dangle in the sun. Bushes to... All right, okay. There's still coffee all over my desk. On Friday's show, I spilled coffee all over my desk and my computer. I have this placemat thingy that my keyboard goes on for no reason. It's got this grid on it in case I need to, I need a quick measurement of inches. How big is 3? There's coffee all over it. I think that was the point of that. Too many people pants people around here to go commando. That's true, Oreo. You are 12. You're in a prime pantsing age at 12 years old. How do I put this? The prime for getting pantsed is like 12 to 14. That is the prime for getting pantsed, okay? You got to roll out with a belt no matter dub. Because if you go out without a belt and you go out with some loose baggy peas, you're getting pantsed. And if you don't wear undies, the lady's going to see your weed. We can't be having that yet. We cannot be having that just yet. So I understand a commando summer is going to be for those who are outside of the ages of 12 and 14. So 11 below. Actually, let's not. Okay. Okay. But so Giannis Antetokounmpo, basically there's two teams that are in the running. It's the Heat and it's the Celtics. The Heat offer officially, from what I'm seeing from the people on the internet that I follow, religiously, and I do not background check them at all. I'm 13, by the way. I know you are. You just had your birthday. But I am saying you are in that prime now. 12 to 14 is the prime pantsing age. We aren't going past that. No. So, okay. We're just going to not talk about a commando summer anymore, but if you're wondering, if you're ever curious about it, just know if you see me and it's summertime, which I just said earlier on the show, summer has started, your boy's walking commando pretty much all summer, even at work. So don't pants me at work. Don't come to my work. Commando summer below 11 is crazy. I mean, what else would you want me to say? Like, that's the best possible thing I could have said right there. That clip is going to get so much hate. Oh my gosh, what is this guy, 30 years old, talking about pantsless teens? Yeah, I am. It's summer. This is a sports show. There's not a whole lot of sports going on. What else do you want me to talk about? I'm talking about Walmart going commando, Kim Kardashian, and then a little bit on the NBA draft tomorrow. But let's lock in a little bit and talk about this trade offer for the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are sending Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and first-round picks. Some have said 2, some have said 3. I've also heard 1 in there. Basically, all of those players and a pick or 2 to go out and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Celtics are offering Jaylen Brown, probably another player like a Hugo Gonzalez type, or maybe even a Luka Garza type player, and then 2 first-round picks along with Jaylen Brown, who's obviously a superstar. It's really tough for the Bucks. I honestly think it is. So the pros, is that what Cali people are doing? Yeah, so what happens is a trend happens in California, then it slowly spreads east, and then by the time it reaches Texas, we're already out on it. That was like, I have cousins in Ohio. Shout out to my cousins, shout out to Ohio in general. But there'd be something that was really cool in California, and then 2 years later, my cousins would be like, yo, where do you get this stuff? And I'm like, Heelys? It's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, we're already on the inline skates, bro. I remember when Heelys first popped off in California. I was like, hey, these are awesome. Put a wheel in my heel. I'm going to hang on the side of a shopping cart when we go to Ralph's. I'm going to roll all the way through the grocery store. That's how I trained on my Heelys. Me and my sister both got them. Both Heelying around, having a great time. One crack in the sidewalk, gagoosh, done. Bro, if you ever see a kid rocking Heelys and a helmet, that kid sucks, dude. Those kids' parents are bad. Those are bad parents right there. Feed your kid an ice cream. Give him a Dr. Pepper. Take his helmet off. Let him get a concussion. One time, bro. Seriously, concussions are good for you. Some, at least a little bit. I think a little bit of CTA is CTE. I said it's CTA, like a CTA, a call to action. That's what we use in the marketing world. Is at the end of a video, if you put like go to our website now, that's a call to action. It's a CTA, right? You see CTAs all over the place. I think a little bit of CTE is good for a young man growing up, and women. I don't know much about women, especially young women. I'm going to stop right there. The pros behind the Miami Heat offer are you get a ton of roster control and a nice group of role players, right? Kelly Oubre, I think, is a very, very, very good basketball player. I think he's going to be really good. Some people are low on him. I'm pretty high on him. Jaime Jaquez Jr., we kind of know what kind of player you're getting with Jaime Jaquez. Nikola Jovic is a very, very solid player. So you have like a group of good role players if you want to move forward with, which is good. And you have a lot of roster control because they're on smaller contracts. It lifts the floor of your team, but you still don't have a superstar. That is the struggle. It's like you've built an entire roster that's ready to receive a star if you get all these players from Miami, but you definitely do not have like a star player, and Tyler Hero is not that guy. So the idea is Tyler Hero could be flipped for a first-round pick. So essentially the deal would be Kelly Oubre, Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, and then like 2 or 3 first-round picks if you're able to flip Tyler Hero to the Pistons. I think that's a great destination for Tyler Hero. Pair Duncan Robinson up with Tyler Hero. Defense falls off a cliff, but you got Asar Thompson out there, and you have Jalen Duren, and you still have Cade Cunningham. That would be a pretty good starting 5. I also don't think Tyler Hero and did I say Donovan Mitchell? And Landon Donovan? Dustin Robinson? Jonathan Robinson? Donnie Robinson. What's his name? Denard Robinson? It's not Denard. I'll tell you that much. Is it Darius? It's Duncan Robinson. Wow. How did I not know that? It's Davion Mitchell. The cons to the Heat offer is you don't really know what kind of players these are going to be, right? A lot of Heat players are really good for the Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, these guys that are Duncan Robinson, these guys that are incredible role players for the Miami Heat usually go elsewhere and they're not as good. So, and these are young players, so they're not fully developed. You kind of know what Jaime Jaquez is, but Kelly Oubre and Nikola Jovic are still huge question marks. So leveraging and sending Giannis away for those players who you don't really know who they're going to be is a tough look. You also don't get a lot of draft capital from this. So if the Milwaukee Bucks are like, we want a bunch of draft capital, we want to rebuild our team through the draft, going with the Heat is kind of, you're not getting as many picks as you would with the Celtics. And I know what you're saying. Max Strus is still a stud. He's all right. He's okay. He was unbelievable, though, for the Heat. He was unbelievable for those Jimmy Butler Heat runs. The Celtics offers Jaylen Brown and 2 firsts right now, and maybe another small player. But the idea is you'd probably flip Jaylen Brown instantly and try to get 3 or 4 first-round picks. So realistically, it's basically like 6 or 7 first-round picks for Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you can't win, though, with Giannis as your best player on a max deal, you for sure will not be able to win with Jaylen Brown as your best player on a max deal. So if they do not flip him for picks, and they're like, we want to build around Jaylen Brown, hey, why didn't you just build around Giannis Antetokounmpo? 6 or 7, I know. Giannis needs to go to a team like the Heat. It would be awesome. I think he'd be great in Miami. I think it'd be really fun there. The question is, though, him and Bam Adebayo on the floor together is going to look a little bit weird, right? Also, why is Bam Adebayo not being included in this trade package? You're giving up Kelly Oubre and Jovic and Jaquez and Tyler Hero when I'm pretty sure if you just offered Bam and Jovic and a first, you probably could have already gotten him. But Pat Riley is insistent on keeping Bam Adebayo around. I don't know why I said it like that. And we saw what that team looks like. With Bam as the best player of your team, a fully healthy Bam season, an 83-point Bam even, you're a 10-seed play-in team that loses to the Charlotte Hornets. Sorry to the Hornets, but, come on now. Pat Riley has been very adamant about keeping Bam Adebayo on this team, to the point where he is willing to sacrifice and lose out on Giannis to keep Bam. Mr. 83, if you will. Why? Really, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. You want to pair Giannis with Bam? You're going to have to surround those guys with shooters, and you're losing Tyler Hero and Jovic and Jaime Jaquez in that deal. You're losing your shooting. Oh, I know they still have Norman Powell. He's a good player. I know they still have Norman Powell. I know they still have Kaspis Yakachonis, who's a great player. I like him a lot. But if you have your starting 5 centered around Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo, both guys who like to play on ball a lot, by the way, you have to surround them with shooters. You don't have a lot of wiggle room if you're the Miami Heat and Pat Riley. So I don't know why they didn't include Bam in this trade package. That was my one thought on this thing. And the entire time I was thinking this. Like, how are you not including Bam in this? Kaspis Yakichonis. Oklahoma just scored. Let's go. I'm going to flip on the College Baseball World Series real quick, JD, and then we're going to go live on YouTube Shorts together. Everybody everywhere. Bro, Mr. Beast's YouTube Shorts, I have never been more enthralled by vertical content in my entire life. Mr. Beast's YouTube Shorts are maybe the best content ever created. It's going to be better than The Odyssey. I'm going to have more fun just watching Mr. Beast on YouTube Shorts than I will watching The Odyssey in IMAX. Like, it's so... I don't know. I don't know what it is. Every single one, I'm like, yeah, I'm locked in now. Hey, you got my attention. I haven't watched his shorts. He's ball dominant. I mean, talk about rolling commando. That's why we're going commando this summer, is because we're so ball dominant. Mr. Beast has 500 million subs. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. He has more subs than America has humans in it. He has more subs than America has humans inside of it. I went on the wrong channel. I want to go on ESPN. Yeah, them 11 and under going. Yeah, okay, all right, okay. All right, we got to chill on that. I'm going to get in big trouble. It's 500 million subs. But the best thing Mr. Beast is doing is on YouTube Shorts. His top short is like 1.2 billion views. That's a 1/7 of the world population, or an 1/8 of it. I don't know. How many millions are in a billion? Are there a million billions in a million? Does that make any sense? Sorry. Are there a million millions in a billion? And Minty Winter just hits with a sub. No way, brother. What up? Good to see you, my guy.
It's money turning me on. It's money turning me on. I'm thinking out loud.
I think I'm going to go live with the Giannis graphic on TikTok, unless you think this one is going to be more engaging for us over there. This is something I definitely do want to do with you guys, because I saw this and I posted about it. Maybe you saw the clip. Maybe you didn't. Either way, it is all good. I saw this graphic and I was like, interesting. What team wins this? You got the North with Lamar Jackson, Jahmyr Gibbs as the running back, and the 3 wide receivers. You got Jamar Chase, Jay Jettas, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. The North is a formidable foe, of course. And this is basically broken up by their conferences. So it's the AFC North and the NFC North combined to make the North, I believe. Because there are AFC and NFC mix. Yeah, I'm right. The North is solid. The East obviously has Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley as the quarterback-running back duo, which would probably be the greatest rushing attack in the history of football. I know Saquon and Jalen Hurts were really, really nice together, but, nobody runs like Josh Allen, and no running back runs like Saquon. It'd be unbelievable of a duo. And then CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, and George Pickens on this list as the wide receivers. It's pretty wild to me that, the 2 best wide receivers in the East of the 8 teams that are in the NFC and AFC East. I'd put Burrow over Lamar. Joe Burrow sucks, dude. I'm out on Joe Burrow, bro. I know. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb play football on the same team. Bro, people who are low on the Dallas Cowboys, I think, are low IQ, bro. I hate to say it, but I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to be really good at football this year. I really do. In the West, it's the guy I'm by for. Well, Justin Herbert, Christian McCaffrey, and the wide receivers of Puka Nacua, JSN, and Rashee Rice somehow snuck in there. And then the South is absolutely abysmal. Trevor Lawrence, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Nico Collins, and Chris Olave. I know. That the South is horrible. The South got done so dirty. OU scores again. It's 2-0 OU over Oklahoma in the Men's College World Series final game. Oklahoma looking to put a ring on that finger. And if I like it, I should have put a ring on it. The North is the best quarterback and the 2 best wide receivers in the league. I would argue that Puka Nacua and JSN are the 2 best wide receivers in the league. Because you know where I'm going. You already know I'm going west. If a team has Justin Herbert on it, I'm taking that team. Justin Herbert, of all of these quarterbacks, yeah, doesn't have a playoff win. Sure, I know about that. He's also the best quarterback on this list. He's better than Josh Allen. I'll say it right now. There's no one on this list that is a better thrower of the football and runner of the football and beast of man than Justin Herbert. And CMC is the best running back in the game still. I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's very fast and very cool to watch run. Saquon Barkley is obviously a magician, but nobody does more for their team than Christian McCaffrey does for whatever team he's on. He is the ultimate gadget out of the backfield. He is the most versatile player in football. Maybe the other most versatile player is Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua averages 95 yards a game over his 3-season career. Over the 3 seasons he's been playing football, he averages 95 yards a game. It's the best on this list. I didn't look at anybody else up. I looked up Jamar Chase, and his is like 79 yards per game, and I'm like, well, if Puka has 95 yards per game, he definitely has the most yards per game, so I just did that. JSN, like a young rising star in this league, in a couple of years might go down as the best wide receiver in the NFL. A lot of Seattle fans, a lot of people around the country still would right now put him as the number one wide receiver in the NFL, given what we've seen him do last season and over the season before. JSN is an unbelievable talent, and Rashee Rice can take the top off of any defense. You know I'm going west. Rice just got out of jail. Shout out to Rashee Rice. Shout out to Rashee Rice for just getting out of jail. Listen, the North is really good. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I like Jamar Chase. I like Jay Jetta. Obviously, Amon-Ra St. Brown is kind of the ugly duckling in this thing. I really do think it's between the North and the West. I think that game would be absolutely electric. Wow. Looking at those two teams line up against each other, even though this graphic is awesome and it's all the skills players, I still do think that the South could win against any of these teams if they had the best offensive line. Like, I am a little bit about me, guys. Going into this 2027 season, I'm kind of making up my mind. I'm going to be a big O-line guy. Yeah, I'm going to stand up for the big boys. I'm going to be a big O-line guy. I'm a mad lineman. I love the line. It is all about blocking on TBWZ. Take blocking with Zach. Teaching blocking with Zach. Bro, wow. Should I release training videos? Maybe I should. O-line is where it's at. Jacoby Lane should be over Amon-Ra St. Brown. Shout out to the Trojans, Jacoby Lane. And shout out to the Flock. Are the Flock going to be good this year? I don't know where I'm at on the Ravens. I know where I'm at on the Bengals, though. I'm way low on the Bengals. I'm outie on the Bengals. I'm outie 500 on the Bengals. So let's go live on TikTok and start talking ball and taking calls with those fools. I'm going to go live with the Giannis graphic. Oh, no. There I am. I'm going to go live with the Giannis graphic first and see if we can get some buzz on Giannis Antetokounmpo. If we do not, then I will obviously be hitting it with that graphic that you guys just saw. It says Sports Talk is the title. Giannis trade. That's the title I'm going to go live with. Is it because you don't have an O-line? We have the best O-line in football, probably, to be honest with you. Last year, the Chargers had 2 all-pro tackles in Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt that played a combined 5 games. We're adding in 2 all-pro tackles to an already unbelievable squad led by Mr. Justin Herbert. So, yeah, the O-line is going to be absolutely unbelievable for the Los Angeles Chargers, as you know. But before we get into any of that football mess, we are going to start with Giannis Antetokounmpo and where our sweet Grecian boy is going. It's a really, really, really tough decision if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat offer of Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, and 2 first-round picks, most likely, is very, very good. That's a great deal because you get a lot of good players who you could build around, but you're still in lieu of a superstar, and Tyler Hero is not really that guy. I don't think they keep Tyler Hero. I think he ends up getting dished. But I've also been hearing online that the Bucks do not want to add a third team into this deal. They don't want to overcomplicate things. The Celtics are offering Jaylen Brown, which is obviously a fantastic player, but he's no replacement to Giannis. If you cannot win with Giannis as your best player, and I know they've won before, but that was 2021. That was the year after the bubble. That was the shortened off season. That was the real Fugazi championship, and they played against the Suns. It was such a weird season. That one doesn't count. It counts, but, not really. He had Drew Holiday, and he had Chris Middleton around him. That's like an okay team. But You replace Giannis with Jaylen Brown that season, not winning a thing. I don't understand this idea of the Celtics offer being so good because, they get Jaylen Brown with the deal. The only way it's good is if you flip Jaylen Brown to a team that's willing to give you 4 first-round picks for him. So essentially, the Celtics could be trading Jaylen Brown, another player like a Hugo Gonzalez or maybe a Luka Garza type or a Baylor Shireman type guy, and 2 first-round picks to go and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. You flip Jaylen Brown for 3 or 4, then you end up with 5 or 6 first-round picks and then a half-decent role player. That's a decent deal. Isn't there a mystery team involved, said Max. I haven't heard about a mystery team just yet, but I am enthralled with the idea of a solid mystery team. The team that's not talking about or being talked about, or the team that does not have an offer in for Giannis Antetokounmpo right now, that I am vehemently pro them getting Giannis, is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh my gosh, could you imagine what that team would look like with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Shea? It'd be horrible for the league. As a fan of someone in the Western Conference, I'm already scared enough that we have Wemby over here and that we have Shea over there and that Thunder team. I think it would just be kind of hilarious to see that team go together. I think they would break the 73-9 record. I'm not pro them getting Giannis. Oreo the Cat does not want them involved. Can the mystery team, though, be like the Cleveland Cavaliers? I talked about this earlier a couple weeks ago, but the idea of them getting LeBron James in the offseason, trading Evan Mobley for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rolling out a starting 5 of Spida Mitchell, James Harden, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jared Allen. I mean, that starting 5 would be unbelievable. Cam says send Giannis to the Boston Celtics. The Celtics deal is Jaylen Brown, a player, and a couple of firsts. Listen, the pros to that is most likely you're going to get a ton of first-round picks for Jaylen Brown, and you're already going to get 2 from the Celtics. So odds are you'll have like 5 or 6 first-round picks to build off of, which is cool if you think that the Bucks can draft well. But if you don't, it's a huge risk because having first-round picks does not always equate to accumulating talent. With the Heat offer, it's like you're at least getting talent that you kind of know of who these guys are. Levi wants him to go to the Hornets. I would love that for the Hornets. What's up, Mike? Max said if the Cavs want to win now, obviously, yeah, trade Mobley, but Mobley is still developing and has potential. I think we kind of know what Mobley is. I think we kind of know. What time does the stream end? 7 Pacific time? It's PT. Yeah, probably around 7-ish. My question, though, is why did the Miami Heat not offer Bam Adebayo? You know what I mean? You're giving up Kel'el Ware, who I think is great. Jaime Jaquez, who is a solid role player and can be a fringe starter for a lot of teams. Nikola Jovic, who's a really great young talent. Tyler Hero, who, we have gripes about Tyler Hero. Maybe not the best defensive player ever, but he's still a great three-point shooter. You're giving up all of those core pieces that can be built around a superstar to be at a championship level, which we've seen the Heat do in the past, yet you're not willing to part ways with Bam Adebayo. We saw what the Miami Heat look like with Bam Adebayo as their best player. All right, see Oreo. It's not good. It's a 10-seed playing team that loses to the Charlotte Hornets. What happens if Giannis doesn't want to get traded? Can he just sign with another team in free agency? Vin, no, he wants to get traded, first of all. He really, really wants to get traded. The reason it's between the Celtics and the Heat is because those are the only 2 teams that he's agreed to signing a long-term deal with if he gets traded there. Giannis has 1 year left on his contract. So basically, once his contract is up this season, he could be a free agent and sign anywhere he wants. They're trying to dish him right now so they can get capital back for Giannis Antetokounmpo. A lot of teams have issue, though, with the idea of like, well, I don't want to give up a ton of capital for Giannis if he doesn't sign with us long term, which is hugely risky and understandable. So the only 2 teams that Giannis has said he will sign a long-term deal with is the Boston Celtics and is the Miami Heat. I don't know why it's not the Lakers, because I love the Lakers and that's my squad. I think it should be us, but it's not. We have Luka. That's fine. I'm afraid of Victor Wembanyama, though. I'd only trade him to Boston if the deal includes Jaylen Brown's premium hairline spray. Evo Garis, what up? That is the chat of the day so far. Congratulations to Evo for chat of the day. Fellas, if any of you, what's up, Carl? Blizz wants the Wizards to get him. That would be fun. If anybody wants to call into the show and start talking ball and give your opinion on where you think Giannis Antetokounmpo is going, I can't believe I didn't say his name right. I just bailed at the end of that sentence. The number is at the top of the screen. It is 213-352-5216 if you want to call into the show and be a part of this. You want them to trade Anthony Davis and 2 first-round picks to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't think the Bucks would say yes to that in a million years. If you added in another first-round pick and Alex Sarr, maybe. Would the Bucks say yes to AD, Alex Sarr, and 3 first-round picks? Potentially. It's just weird, though. Like, the Bucks have 2 very, very different offers. It's not like the Celtics and the Heat are offering kind of the same type deal. The Heat are offering young players. They're offering talent right now. Guys who could play in the league and guys who can be like solid role players. Del Vecchio, thank you for the follow, bro. They're offering players like ready to play that are like going to contribute to your team and be role players and come off the bench. They're not going to be DNP type guys. You know, Yakachonis is not in this list, but he would be a great addition, but he's not there. I don't know why I said that. The Celtics are offering just a superstar and some picks. So for the Bucks, replacing Giannis Antetokounmpo with Jaylen Brown does not sound like the best idea to me. But there's a reason I'm there, and they're up there coaching and doing their thing. I can't even talk right now. I can see Giannis being traded to the Heat, a Shaq-type player in 5 years, bro. Yeah, in 5 years, he'll be good. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm Ryan, and I'm from New York.
Ryan from New York. Unbelievable stuff, brother. You're calling in on today's show. What did you want to talk about?
So I think Giannis can go to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown and some picks.
Yeah.
Because, I think that's actually a valid trade because Milwaukee doesn't really have much good and, depending guards and forwards. So I think this could be like a start of a rebuild.
Start of a rebuild for the Celtics or for the Bucks?
For the Bucks.
Yeah, I hear that if they want to get 5 or 6 first-round picks. The question is, do you think that the Bucks could actually draft players that are good enough to replace a Giannis-type character? Will they use those 5 or 6 first-round picks for good? The question for you, though, Ryan, if the Celtics do make this trade and they get Giannis Antetokounmpo, do the Celtics become the best team in the East overnight?
No, because they have to worry about the Knicks.
Are we seriously saying that Jalen or Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Celtics is not as good as Jalen Brunson with the Knicks?
Nope.
Ryan, were you at the parade in New York for the Knicks?
No, I was not. I had Regents.
You had what?
Regents.
What is Regents?
It's so I'm in middle school, 8th grade honors.
Nice.
It's a high school test. So if I pass it, hopefully, I don't have to take it in high school.
Bro, that is an absolute awesome answer. You are such a beast. I think going after scholastics is very important. You sound like you got your head on your shoulders. You're a great dude. Ryan, before you go, today's question of the day on TBWZ is, what is the best fruit, most elite fruit?
The best fruit?
Yeah.
I'd have to say green, crunchy grapes.
Some crunchy green grapes for my guy, Ryan, first on the list, first caller of the show. Thanks, Ryan. God bless. We'll talk soon, okay, bro?
Have a good one.
Peace. Blizz, thank you for the follow, brother. I'd love to see Giannis in Atlanta. I would just love to see Giannis at Magic City, bro. Hobnobbing on some wings and some other things. Come on now. Billy Richmond, thank you for the follow, bro. We got callers lining up. If I don't get your call right away, I will get to it. I'll be live for another 2 hours tonight, guys. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
My name's Walter. I'm calling in from Maryland.
Walter from Maryland. Kind of a dead zone for NBA teams. What team do you root for up there, Walter?
Well, I would say the Wizards, but it's not looking so good. But
yeah.
I guess I want to talk about a little bit of NBA news with Dusty May. It's really shocking, you know.
Yeah, Dusty May has become the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He's obviously a good coach. He's a great college coach. The weird part is, I don't know if he's going to be better than Jason Kidd was. Jason Kidd was a good coach.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the situation with Mr. May? Do you think he's going to succeed in Dallas?
Yeah, I think he would succeed anywhere he goes. I'm a diehard Michigan fan, so I'm a little pissed about it. But, I don't know if you remember. I called on the show probably 2 weeks before the national championship, and I had some confident predictions about what the Michigan basketball team would do, and they delivered. So
And they absolutely delivered. They got you guys a national championship. I believe I wrote it down. He was 64-13 in his 2 years at Michigan. He's a great head coach. Yeah. He's a great recruiter. He's a good developer of talent. It's tough, dude. When you're a college football fan or a college basketball fan, you lose your coach. Like, all hope for next season feels like it's gone.
I mean, at first I had a lot of worry about if the players would leave or not, but a lot of their new recruits are highly valuable. Along with their transfers, there are a lot of NIL involved, so it would be so difficult for them to leave and find a spot to get paid.
Yeah.
You know? So,
bro, Walter, the NBA draft is tomorrow, and B just commented something that's very interesting. Do you think now that Dusty May's in Dallas, they're going to go after a Yaxel Lundeberg or maybe an Adi Mara type guy, a guy he's coached?
Yeah, I think I read some stuff saying it's going to be a Adi Mara because Yaxel, he's either going to go to the Warriors or Thunder. I think that's a set thing, you know.
Okay.
And then that's around the mid-teen picks. So I believe the Mavericks are getting the 9th pick, and that's the spot where people are saying a Damar is going to go. People are going to say he's going to go to the Hawks. I think maybe that's like 11th or 10th pick, or maybe even earlier. I'm not sure. But if Dusty May's at the Mavericks and he's got 3 lottery picks, Morez, Johnson, Yaxel, and Damar, I feel like it's a guarantee. He's got to get a Michigan guy, you know?
You got to get a Michigan guy there. Now, real quick, do you think that team that he builds in 3 or 4 years is going to be better than if the Mavericks just kept Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson?
No, I don't think so.
It's crazy. Walter, dude, shout out to Nico, bro. Walter, before you go, today's question of the day is, what is the best fruit?
I have to go with the peach, summer peach.
Summer peach is on the list. Unbelievable stuff, Walter. God bless. We'll talk soon, bro.
Yeah, have a good one.
Peace. Unknown says he's not getting traded. He's just trying to draw attention because he's irrelevant. Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo really strikes me as a wide receiver diva type guy, a guy who needs attention. Not. He called us goofy, too. Lock it in now. Manny, where did you say he was going? Sorry, the chat moved on. We got another call coming up. Guys, if you want to be part of the show, the number's at the top of the screen. It's 213-352-5216. If I don't get to your call, I'll get to it as soon as I can. And if you follow on the Purple app, I'll jump you up in the line. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you coming from?
Hey, what's up? My name's Hassan. I'm calling from the Bay Area.
Hassan.
California.
Unbelievable. You've called into the show before, right?
Yes, I have.
Hassan, my guy, calling into the show. We're talking a little NBA, talking a little bit of college basketball, some football. What did you want to talk about today, Hassan?
Just a topic of the discussion where Giannis is going.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Shams has tweeted out today, and he's gone on NBA Live saying that it's either the Celtics or the Miami Heat. Do you know if there's a third team, or do you predict one of those two?
Honestly, like, I would want him. I heard some rumors about him going to the Warriors, but like, I'm a Warriors fan, but I don't really see it happening now. But if I were to say, I think the team that he goes to is probably the Celtics.
Bro, I mean, I was just on the phone with a Knicks fan, and I asked him this question, but you know Knicks fans are quite irrational human beings. I said, if the Celtics get Giannis Antetokounmpo, do they become the best team in the East? And he said, no, it's still the Knicks. What say you?
I think it's gonna be the Celtics easily, because if they give up, if it's like a trade package centered around like Jaylen Brown, like a healthy Jason Tatum and like a Giannis duo, if you try to keep Derek White or something, like I feel like that's like the number one team in the East.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with the Celtics in the playoffs was, I mean, Jason Tatum got hurt for Game 7, and then they decided to miss all of their threes, and it was completely just got blown out by the Philadelphia 76ers. Brother, you're a Warriors fan, so you know what it's like to have a dynasty, and you know what it's like when a dynasty is on the horizon. Do you think that the Knicks are on the verge of a dynasty?
Do I think the Knicks are?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think so. I thought they had like a lucky season playing against like an inexperienced Spurs team. They did good against the Cavs. Against the Sixers.
But the Cavs and the Sixers both stink.
Yeah, that is true.
And they didn't have to go through the Pacers, right?
Yeah. So I would say it was a fluke season, to be honest. Like last year's OKC Thunder, like that I feel like that's a proven dynasty. But Knicks this year, I don't know. I don't really see it.
Asan officially says on TBWZ the Knicks championship was a fluke championship. You heard it here first. Asan, great stuff, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day is, what is the best fruit?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to say watermelon.
Watermelon is officially on the board. Asan, bro, God bless. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon, dog.
Yep, talk soon. See you.
Peace. 4K says Thunder are not a dynasty either. What does it require to be a dynasty? So what do we have on the board so far on fruit? We have green grapes so far on the board. We have peaches from my fruity friend, Walter, who's got the peaches on there. And then my boy Asan, not guessing colors or anything like that, goes with watermelon. Guessing colors. I mean, how to get in trouble on TikTok in 30 seconds or less. Jaw and some first-round picks for Giannis, draft Darius Acuff Jr. I mean, yeah, wishful thinking, brother. The Memphis Grizzlies have 1 million first-round picks. Realistically, the Grizzlies could have just sent 1 million first-round picks to go and get Giannis. But here's why they didn't. Giannis has 1 year left on his current deal, okay? So after this season, he becomes an unrestricted free agent. The reason it's between the Heat and it's between the Celtics is because those are the only two teams that Giannis has said he will sign a long-term deal with those teams. He didn't agree. If Memphis was like, hey, we'll send you 1 million picks, they're not going to do that unless they know Giannis is going to sign a long-term deal. Go Bears trash. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. The idea of signing a guy like Giannis and giving up a ton of capital to go get him, but not having the guarantee that he's going to sign a long-term deal is so dumb. So the only two teams that are really in the running left are the teams that Giannis has verbally said he wants to play for. But do you guys remember, if we were to take a trip down memory lane to last summer, because we started talking about this Giannis thing a year ago, and what was the team that he said he wanted to go to? Does anybody remember who Giannis said he wanted to go to? Can someone please tell me in the chat? Bando says Mavs. No. Drewski's in the chat. The Drewski. The Celtics. No. The Warriors. No. Miami. No. Who remembers? Toki says it. The Knicks. Last summer, the only team that Giannis said he wanted to play for was the New York Knicks. Thank you for the follow. The plan for Giannis in his Greek brain, his Grecian brain, if you will, his tall Grecian brain, athletic build, great body, top 5 body in the league, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thank you for the follow, Miles. If we did top 5 bodies in the NBA, Giannis is obviously on this list, maybe at number 1. Jalen Duren, obviously, amazing body. Love that man and his, bod. But we're not going to talk about that too much. Not any longer. It's a commando summer, by the way. Where was I? He said he wanted to play for the Knicks. The plan for Giannis was, the Knicks are going to be good again, and they're going to fizzle out, and they're not going to be great, and they're going to lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then they're going to trade Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart and maybe some picks that they don't even have and some other role players and some cash and give that to Milwaukee, and then he will go to New York and then win a championship with New York. Hey, New York did it, bro. So the plan for Giannis slowly dwindled away as he saw how good the Knicks were, and he pivoted to Miami and now to Boston once Boston got into the deal. The question is, what team is he going to have most success with if he goes to Miami or Boston? Who is more likely to win a championship? I missed a bunch of calls right there. I know, pause, big pause. Very, very, very pause. Very straight topic. That's all we do on TBWZ. We keep it very, very straight, brother. OMG, haven't heard from this guy in a while. Give it up for my friend Jordan from Rhode Island.
Hey, how you doing?
Jordan, how you doing? Back at you, brother. We're talking Giannis Antetokounmpo. Where do you think the Greek Freak is going to land?
I don't even think that's a question. I want him in a Boston jersey next year.
You want him in green and white once again. I have a really, really blasphemous question for you. Is it cool if I ask you that?
Go ahead.
Also, if we can get the likes up, that'd be huge. By the way, guys who are watching on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, like it up.
And Boomer Sooner as well, 2-0 Oklahoma watching the College Baseball World Series. They're obviously giving up Jaylen Brown to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Do you think it's smarter, though, to give up Jason Tatum to go and get Giannis?
No, because Tatum's been the cornerstone of the franchise since he's been drafted, basically. And, as much as I love Jaylen Brown and I love Tatum, I always thought Tatum was the better player. And you always want the size. the size and just the ability of just like both. Tatum's always been better even when he doesn't have the ball in his hand because he attracts defenses.
Yeah, I agree. He's pretty great off ball. Have we ever seen the Celtics without Jason Tatum, though?
Without Tatum?
Yeah.
Or Brown?
Without Tatum.
Well, we saw it kind of this year, no?
Kind of pretty much the entire year. And from what I saw, it seemed like the Celtics were pretty good without Tatum. And Jaylen Brown as the number one option was pretty darn good.
But then you imagine, how are you going to stop Tatum and Giannis, two huge duos?
How are you going to score? How are you going to score on Jaylen Brown and Giannis?
Same thing with Tatum. Tatum averaged almost 30. I think he averaged 29 with Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Jaylen Brown took him this season to finally get up into the high 20s while Tatum was out. If Tatum can do that with Brown, why can't Brown do it with Tatum?
It's a good point. I do like it. I think we're just trying to poke holes in the system as much as possible because I'm anti-Celtics. Does this make the Celtics, if they make this trade and they lose Jaylen Brown and probably like a Baylor Shireman or Hugo Gonzalez type player, but add in Giannis Antetokounmpo, does that make them better than the New York Knicks in the East?
We are better than the Knicks right now.
Oh! What happened this year? Actually, let me go back. If you guys did win Game 7 and you got through the 76ers, would you have beat New York in the Eastern Conference semis?
I believe so. Yes.
And then you would have gone on and beaten the Cavs or Detroit, and then you would have gone on and beaten the Spurs?
No, we wouldn't have beaten the Spurs, if I'm being honest.
Huh. So you would have beat the Knicks, who won the championship, and beat the Spurs in 5 games, but if you faced the Spurs in the championship, you'd have lost to them.
Yeah, because it's all about matchups, you know.
Okay.
It's all about matchups.
It is a matchup type game. Unbelievable stuff. Jordan Diggle, the draft is tomorrow for the NBA. Do you have a prospect that you think is going to be the best in the draft?
Low key, Peterson. Peterson's going to be yuck.
He's going to be great. There's a lot of people talking about him potentially going number 1. We're excited to watch that. We'll be tuned in. Nicholas said Boston got punched in the tant arm. Okay. I didn't hear that. Before you go, brother Jordan, question of the day is, what is the best fruit?
I mean, I think the only best fruit is watermelon, to be honest. That's the only
option. Watermelon now has 2 votes. It is in first place for our best fruit poll. Jordan Diggle, unbelievable stuff, brother. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
All right, you too. Have a great day.
Peace. Kirk Keller said Lakers. Go Lakers, baby. Lake Show. Nicholas said San Diego-LA got to put up a Charger this season. I love dragon fruit. Nicholas is speaking in like a pig Latin or something like that. I'm having trouble understanding what he's saying. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Declan. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Declan from Boston. I went to BU. I lived over in Brookline. What part of Boston are you in?
I grew up in Quincy. I've been on here before. I've heard what you had to say and everything.
Okay, Declan, you've been on the show before. Coming to us from Quincy.
I've been on call actually, but I got cut short one time because I had to go do something. But I remember I was talking about the Spurs versus Oklahoma City series with you.
Well, no getting cut short this time, brother. We're talking Giannis Antetokounmpo, and your team is heavily involved. Do you think the Celtics are going to get him?
To be honest with you, the Celtics aren't like the Patriots with wide receiver talks, but I feel like Brad Stevens is very he every time that we're on trade talks with a good person like him, we're gonna get him. But if it's someone I remember a couple years ago, Trae Young was supposed to go to the Boston Celtics after our crucial loss against the Miami Heat a couple years back. But Trae Young and Giannis are 2 different players, if you really know what I'm saying. At the time, Trae Young, sure, that was their number 1 guy. But
but there's tiers, there's levels to this.
There's levels, right? But if we got to give up our Finals MVP, and we have never seen Tatum play really without Brown for an extended amount of time, because they've been together for their whole entire career.
Yeah.
And it's not like a Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett situation when Paul Pierce is already top 3 in scoring for a decent amount of years, and also was playing for the Celtics for 11 years at the time, pretty sure.
I mean, you're kind of hinting at it, but do you think the team would be better with Brown and Giannis or Tatum and Giannis?
To be honest with you, and I know it's got to piss off a lot of people, but neither.
You think keeping them together is the best option?
I mean, we already got a championship.
It's true against Steph Curry and the Warriors.
I understand it's a whole entire different team than what we are right now. Don't get me wrong. I agree. Yeah. But, like, I've heard some talks about Trey Murphy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty all right. But
yeah, from the New Orleans Pelicans, Trey Murphy's a really good player.
Yeah, I mean, 2K thinks otherwise, but I've seen what I've had to see. So, like, I feel like that we should pursue role players around Tatum and Brown because that works best on the basketball court. And it's shown that when we traded for Porzingis and we got Drew Holiday, and look what happened. And I'm not calling Drew Holiday or Kristaps a role player. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah. I'm saying, like, key star players, but not of the same caliber. Because if we get too many guys of the same caliber, our salary cap's going to be all hell.
It's true. And Declan, it feels like this year, if Derek White hit a couple of threes in Game 7, you guys would have gone on and played the Knicks and then maybe gotten past the Knicks. And who knows? We could be having another parade in Boston this year.
Every single great team has a fluke year. I mean, look at Kansas. Yeah. I mean, and if we're moving back to football, right? Look at Kansas City. Mahomes got hurt. They were all messed up.
Yeah.
And then look at Milwaukee. I mean, they've been consistent making the playoffs. What did they finish? 31-51?
They were bad.
Barely 30 wins. And that's not something that Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks do, even though they did get rid of Damian Lillard. But, like, I feel like that if we really just get Trey Murphy, maybe get Robert Williams back, because I know he's an unrestricted free agent, I feel like we should really work something out because we knew our success with Robert Williams, even though he got traded. We knew our success very well. He was a crucial part in us playing the Warriors, but we were playing Steph Curry. But, like, he was a crucial part in our success leading up to 2023 and before we had the championship year. And I feel like a lot of people need to see that because I don't hear anything about that man right now. But I know if we put him right back in that system with the same couple guys, Derek White was still on that team, Peyton Pritchard was still on that team, Tatum, Brown, Hauser, all those guys are still on the team. And if he really just blends in, I think we'll be just fine.
It's a great take. I think it's a great point. It might be just too drastic of a measure to go get Giannis. Declan, great stuff. Before you go, today's question of the day is, what is the best fruit?
The best fruit, in my opinion.
Yes.
If we're really talking about, are we talking about flavor or are we talking about, like just in my opinion?
We're talking about, like, in a vacuum, you're in front of the entire world population, and you've been tasked with deciding what fruit is number one. We can only have one for the rest of our lives. You're in charge. What fruit is it?
I think I did hear some guy say watermelon before I came on, but, like, I agree. I don't really agree, but, like, I respect his opinion. Of course, watermelon is a great food, especially in this time of year, and I know it's probably shitty over here in California.
Come on now.
All right, yeah. Let me get I'm gonna choose strawberries.
Boom! Strawberries are on the list. Declan, God bless, bro. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon, dog.
Hey, no problem. Wait, is this call gonna be clipped? Because I think I was speaking facts.
You were speaking some good facts. Maybe
I might
put something
on
out there.
Channel? If you do, like, let me know.
I will, bro. If I clip it out, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted, brother.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Wait,
are you a Celtics fan or not?
I'm a Lakers fan. I hate the Celtics.
Yikes. All right. You have a nice night, bro.
Oh, my guy. Cameron, what up? So does Miami really think Bam, Giannis, and Davion Mitchell is enough? Hey, you're forgetting about Norman Powell, bro. Forget about Norman Powell, dog. Don't forget about him. But yeah, Ryan M says number doesn't work. Brother, I was on the phone with someone. I was on the phone with someone else. So does Miami... All right, Cameron's just repeating what he said earlier. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, man? My name's Christian. I'm from Philadelphia.
Christian from Philly. It's raining over there, bro.
This
World Cup game is
delayed for the World Cup.
Yeah, it did. And I'm trying to watch that thing. Let me know when it gets back on when you get out of the thunder. But one more time on your name, Christian.
Yep. I'm on your TikTok, yeah.
Christian from PA, unbelievable stuff, brother. Love having you in here. You're calling into TBWZ. What did you have for the people today?
Just bringing up this Brown and Tatum conversation further. I think a lot of people think that Brown, for some reason, is the problem, but we've seen before Tatum came back from injury. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Celtics were first seed in the East while Brown was losing the team. Then when Tatum came back, they fell to third.
I mean, I think people were also saying that they were going to be a lottery team and miss the playoffs, and Jaylen Brown led them to a 2 seed.
Yeah, I think if they were to get rid of one of the other, it should definitely be Tatum. And for the reason being that Tatum is just coming off an injury that we've seen stars come back from before.
Mm-hmm.
Not the most common thing, but nonetheless, even when they did came back, they definitely lacked that certain play style they had before.
Yeah.
And Brown has shown he is the greatest two-way player in the league right now.
It's not a bad take, dude. He's up there, at least a top 5 two-way player in the league. My other thing is, like, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a very on-ball kind of offensive player, and Jaylen Brown is like he plays off ball a lot. And we can see him play some really good basketball in this role with Tatum. Now you have Tatum and Giannis both wanting to control the ball. Is there going to be some ego things in that offense? Probably.
Definitely ego things. If there's issues right now going on with just Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, imagine trying to add in a 2-time MVP Giannis into that conversation. I think Jaylen Brown would, if they're going to pursue Giannis, it would have to be Tatum who goes, because Jaylen Brown has been used to being the main guy, the third guy, the second guy. He can lower his ego to have the team benefit into a championship, which we've seen him even grab the Finals MVP for. So if you add Giannis to that, he can definitely learn to go back into that second role while still being, beneficial to the team. Tatum, however, I think his game, his ego, he wants to try and be like Kobe a little too much here and there. He wants to control the ball a little bit more than he should be. And to add Giannis into that talk, like you were just saying, Giannis, another ball dominant player. Ooh,
you're good.
Wouldn't
hear
work
it.
as much.
And Declan made a good point, is like that team is built really well. That team right now in Boston has won a championship together. They're really well constructed. They didn't hit their threes. They literally they couldn't hit their threes in game 7 or game 6 either, or game 5, whatever one they lost. And they lost because of that.
Looking good.
No, I'm like, bro, if they just hit their threes, I don't think we'd be talking about them going after and getting Giannis. Now for the Bucks, is that deal though the best deal, or is Miami's deal better?
Well, personally, I know I said I'm from Philadelphia, but I grew up a Heat fan. I would love to have Giannis over here instead of Boston. But if you want the honest truth, if he wants to go for a full-on championship route like right away, maybe Boston would be the route. But I think if you put Giannis right in Miami, let's just start off there. Anybody would want to go to Miami. It's Miami itself. It's not like the same as somebody trying to go to Minnesota or, I don't know, just any horrible area. It's Miami.
Sure.
And we have that winning culture. We have the Heat culture. We have the achievements with 3-time champions. We have made players who nobody expected to pop out in playoffs just because they have that culture that defined them. We can take a role player from the Boston Celtics right now and turn them into like a 16 points per game guy in the playoffs, as we've seen with people like Caleb Martin. Yeah.
That's what Spoelstra does, is he develops talent and he turns them into great players. Christian, I want to talk more about the Philadelphia 76ers a little bit, but we're kind of running out of time on this. So I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific, so please call back and be part of the show. We can talk some Sixers maybe on Wednesday. But God bless. We'll talk soon, Christian.
Thank you, man.
Peace. Giannis is never getting another ring, says Zach Deming. Great name, bad take. Go Chargers, baby! Hey, Owen, real quick. Speaking of Go Chargers, I saw this graphic the other day. I posted a little bit of a TikTok on it. This idea of who wins between these teams. So many comments. What's up, Brick Jock? So many comments were saying that Justin Herbert should not be the quarterback of the West. So many people were saying that Justin Herbert should not be the quarterback of the West. I'm like, brother, what are we talking about? Justin Herbert is the best quarterback in the West. I personally have the West winning this thing by a mile. Would love to know what you guys have to say. If you want to call in, and I know Matt Stafford is good. I know Matt Stafford is good. And Owen, how dare they say that blasphemy? I'm with you, bro. I'm absolutely with you. We're talking a little bit of Giannis. We're talking a little bit of football over here. Herbert over the MVP. Herbert is going to be the MVP. The show is brought to you by Diet Coke. Let's keep rolling in. This guy's been calling a lot. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling on from Staten Island, New York. Yeah.
From Staten Island, what can we call you? Stan?
Yeah. I actually called like a few weeks ago. Like, I think this was like the second round or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I probably said something horribly nasty about the New York Knicks, and you want to clap back?
Oh, yeah, because I'm not going to be, like, mean or anything about it.
Okay.
Like, but, like,
you're a good guy.
I feel like every series, you said, like, the Knicks were going to lose or something, and then they always won. So I always felt like you were like a good luck charm against them or something.
I have a curse. Whoever I pick to win ends up, or whoever I pick to lose and stink plays really well. Like in football, I picked the Patriots to be terrible, and they made it to the Super Bowl. Every single round, I picked against New York, and you guys won it all. So whoever I am vehemently against is always going to be successful. So just know that going forward.
Yeah. So I was kind of happy when you picked them to lose to the Spurs because I knew they were probably going to win that. But I wanted to talk. I kept trying to call about the Giannis trade, but
yeah,
people can. So can I just say something that might sound a little shocking? I feel like
absolutely.
I don't think he's going to get traded at all.
Oh, you actually don't have him getting moved?
I think he's going to just stay in Milwaukee. I think that the Bucks, the Celtics are going to realize that they don't want to trade Jaylen Brown. Which I feel like even if they trade Jaylen Brown, like I think it's pretty stupid for them because I feel like Jaylen Brown is almost at the same level as Giannis. So it's like, that meme where it's like you ain't do nothing but move back or whatever. It's like kind of like that in my opinion. I feel like the Celtics wouldn't really, they would improve, but it's like I don't really know. Like I feel like if they trade role players for Giannis, then I would say then they would be getting better. But, like, if you're trading Jaylen Brown, I mean, dude, we already seen what Jaylen Brown could do without Tatum. He averaged 30 points a game. He was an MVP candidate. And I was watching, like, First Take this morning. I know it's Stephen A. Smith, but Stephen A. Smith had him at, like, 2 for MVP. If he said, like, something like if he played good against the Spurs, like, he'd have him at, like, 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, like, I just think that, like, this is just all going to just not happen. Like, but if he does get traded, he probably would go to the Celtics because realistically, I mean, who does the Heat really have to give up? It's like the Heat, like if they give up like Tyler Hero or Bam, it's like Giannis didn't even really go to that much of a better team. But yeah.
I feel that take, and I understand the sentiment. From the Milwaukee Bucks perspective, like he's probably not going to re-sign in free agency. So odds are, like if you're going to get something for him, you do it now. But you're even hinting on something with the Celtics. Like you were a few shots away from getting past the Sixers and making another run in the playoffs. This is a championship team in Boston. Why are you going to blow the whole thing up and get rid of your Finals MVP to go after and get Giannis? It sounds like kind of stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, even as much as like, I like kind of like maybe disrespect the Celtics for a little bit, or I kind of, obviously I hate them since I'm a Knicks fan, but like.
Me too, brother. Me too. Stand together.
Like it's just they literally made it to the finals 2 years ago. They won it all. It's in my opinion, if you trade for Giannis and you trade Jaylen Brown and like. Hugo Gonzalez, like I saw the trade was supposed to be Hugo Gonzalez, Jaylen Brown, and like a couple first-round picks.
Yeah,
it's
2
like,
firsts.
First of all, Giannis is like 31, so I mean he's also been getting injured the last couple of years. So he's 31 and is getting injured and is a little injury prone. So you're trading for a 31-year-old that's a little injury prone compared to someone that's a couple of years younger and plays at almost the same level. So I think that it's like. I mean, you're literally – I think the Celtics lose that trade if they trade Jaylen Brown and whoever for Giannis because you're losing, like, Jaylen Brown.
I like to take Stan from Staten Island. It's some good stuff, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day on TBWZ Widescreen Radio is, what is the best fruit?
I've been hearing a lot of people say watermelon and strawberry. I'm going to probably agree with it's down to those two. I think when you go, like, flavor-wise, I think it's probably watermelon because watermelon, it's just, like, so sweet and you just have, like, all the juices, like, coming out of it.
Oh,
like,
pause.
It's just, like, it's just, like, the best, like, summer thing and the best summer fruit. And it's almost like, I feel like, it's almost like a sweet in, like, a way. I don't really know how to
it's also
describe
quite American, and it now has 3 votes, so it is the top fruit on our list so far. Stan from Staten Island, unbelievable call, brother. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless. We'll talk soon.
No problem. God bless.
Peace. My guy Stan calling in, dropping some heat on us. A little bit of love for the Giannis Antetokounmpo situation, which just the reason we're talking about it today is because the Bucks have said it's going to happen before the NBA draft, which is tomorrow. So I'm expecting it to happen tonight. It'd be good if it does. If it happens right before the draft, I mean, talk about stealing the shine from the actual guys up on the screen. Will, we're trying to take some new callers, but I'll get to you in a second if you hang around. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Yo, what's good, Zach? It's Cam.
It's my guy, Cam. What is up, brother? How are you doing on this beautiful June 22nd Monday in America?
I'm doing good. I'm doing excellent.
I love that. Are you on summer break?
Yeah, I just finished high school.
You just finished high school. What a feeling it is, bro, to be done with high school and now move on. Are you going to be going to college or are you doing trade school? What's up? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm going to Boston University to play baseball.
Oh, you're going to Boston University to play baseball?
Yeah.
That's cool. They don't have a baseball team, but maybe you're talking about softball. Brother, you're calling into the show. What did you want to talk about today?
Not what is it called? Not like the college. I'm doing a prep school at a Boston school.
Okay,
I'm doing a post grad year.
Okay. I'm like, brother's trying to pull a fast one on me. I'm like, I went to school there. I know we don't have a baseball team.
No, yeah. No.
What's up, Vujnock? Good to see you. Bro, you're calling into the show, Cam. What did you want to talk about today?
Giannis.
Tell me, bro. Is he going to Miami? Is he going to Celtics?
Honestly, I know I'm a Celtics fan. I would love to see him on the Celtics, but I just have a gut feeling that he's going to go to Miami.
And now, when you say you have a gut feeling, how often is your gut correct? Do you have a good gut or you have bad biometrics?
Usually when I have a gut feeling, I'm probably wrong.
Okay, all right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Cam, I mean, I appreciate the honesty. The last thing I would want you to do is come onto the show and lie. So you have a gut feeling he's going to Miami, and you're usually wrong. Are you just doing some reverse psychology stuff with yourself?
Yeah, I just think Miami has more to offer.
I feel that. A lot of guys have been calling into the show saying, Jaylen Brown is a finals MVP. You have a very, very good team built around Tatum and Brown. Tatum wasn't healthy all season. You don't know exactly the barometer of what this team is like. Maybe it's not smart to move on from Brown to go after Giannis. What say you to those people?
I'm honestly the same way. I think we do and try and find another point guard, maybe trade White because he's up there in age. And he was terrible in the playoffs. But honestly, I think you need to keep Tatum and Brown together. Look at what Brown did last year without Tatum. Just think what they would do together this year, playing both healthy.
I mean, when we've seen them together, that's good enough to win a championship. We've seen that team play basketball together and win championships. Yeah. We also saw what the team looked like without Tatum this year, and they looked pretty darn good with just Jaylen Brown. I don't know where you're at with this, but if you do make the move, do you think there's maybe any credence to the idea of moving on from Tatum and keeping Brown and Giannis together rather than trying to pair Tatum with Giannis?
No. I say Tatum. Tatum's a lock. If anyone, now you have me thinking because that's a good question.
Well, because the Giannis and Jaylen Brown, the defense would be unbelievable. Jaylen Brown would lock down the perimeter. Giannis would take the front court. The defense, it'd be a very hard team to score on. It's already a well-coached team, so the defense would be really, really good. Tatum obviously has a lot more scoring opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a world where I think they'd be better with Brown.
In my opinion, Tatum is kind of a ball hog sometimes. So moving on from that and keeping Brown might be actually good.
It's a great topic of conversation. I love just picking Celtics fans' brains and seeing where they're at. You're more on the side though, just to make it official, Cam. They should not be making this move for Giannis and just keep this core together.
No. Unless if they could keep Brown, Tatum, and Giannis together and work some magic.
Yeah, we'll see that. Yeah, they're going to take Derek White and Baylor Shireman and 2 firsts for Giannis. That sounds like the move.
I'll give up everybody if we can keep Brown.
Yeah, keep Brown and Giannis and Tatum.
That's just too much money right there.
It's a lot of gold, brother. Cam, before you go, dog, first of all, congrats on graduating. Super stoked on the rest of your career. Please keep us posted because we care about our listeners here. But before you go, question of the day today is, what is the best fruit?
Best fruit? Oh, bananas.
Bananas officially on the list. I was wondering when we were going to get a BANANAS. We just got it from my friend Cam. Brother, God bless. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. You too. Have a good night.
BANANAS, bananas are on the list. I put Bamamas. Bro, come on now. Give me a Bamama. My guy Bart is on the line. What's up, Bart?
What's up, bro?
Bart, let him hear it, dog. How you feeling?
I'm feeling straight. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. That summer sun hitting you nice?
Yep.
Bart, are you locked in at all on the World Cup?
Bro, yes. This is my hot take. If the U.S., I feel like the USA can win the World Cup, and if we do, the whole world has to say soccer instead of football. That's my hot take.
I like it. So USA is going to win the World Cup. We're going to lift the trophy. We're going to be the best in the world. Thanks for the follow, Drake. We're going to be the best in the world. We're going to lift the cup, and then we're going to force the rest of the world to call it soccer.
Yeah, you have to.
And then you know what we should do? We should then force them to play us in American football, in real football.
Yeah, like I don't even watch soccer, but I be catching some games because football, the preseason don't start, basketball is over, and I don't really watch baseball, so I just kind of feel game when they play. I think they played Paraguay, and they were just taking over. So I feel like we got a shot. We feel electric. So I feel like if we win, they got to call it soccer.
I love the take. We're just going to force it on to and be like, this is called soccer now. You can just bend the knee and respect us, or you can move on. I think World War III is going to get started over calling it soccer or football. That's what World War III will revolve around. Bart, it's an unbelievable take. On the show, we've been talking a lot about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Do you have thoughts on the Greek Freak?
I feel like they should trade him.
They're moving on from him. Paprika time. They're moving on from him. It looks like he's going to be either going to the Heat or the Celtics. Now, question for you: if he does go to the Celtics, do the Celtics now become the best team in the Eastern Conference?
No.
Who is it?
That really doesn't make sense because just think they have Brandon Pritchard. Do they still have Derek White?
Yeah, they do.
They have Peyton Pritchard, 1, Derek White. They got Jaylen Brown at 3.
Uh-huh.
They got Porzingis at the 4. They got Tatum at the 5. Tatum at the 4. So if they get Giannis, that won't make sense because somebody would have to sit out. Well, now I'm thinking about it, they could. I feel like they could be the number 1 team in the East because I feel like it's tough for Tatum to get some new beginnings, After that injury, he hasn't been the same. He tried to make a comeback, that 15-point game. Everybody just overhyped that. It really wasn't nothing special. So I feel like if they can make some moves, I feel like the boss. I think they need to change their coach, their coach, and then trade for Giannis, and I think they can be more decent.
Bart, that answer was an absolute roller coaster, and I'm so glad that we wrote it with you. It was unbelievable stuff. Before you go, Bart, do you have any football takes for the people?
Yes. Okay. All right. This is my football take. I feel like everybody's like, of course, it's a little biased, but like, I feel like the Saints are gonna make it like deep in the playoffs. Like nobody was looking at it as like, if you look at it, we have a good quarterback. We just traded. We got a good running back, Travis Etienne. Our wide receivers are loaded. We just got Cam Jordan back. We got Kool-Aid McChristy returning. Like I feel like we could go at the best. We can go at 10-7, 11-6, make it to at least the divisional round, possibly the divisional championship. I feel like everybody's sleeping on us. We got a good coach, Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
You know, this is my take. You know, I'm a Louisiana born and raised.
Oh, okay.
That is me.
There it is, Bart. He released it. He's the man. You are the absolute best, bro. Before you go, Bart, question of the day today is, what is the best fruit?
Watermelon.
Watermelon now has 4 votes and is firmly in first place. Bart, unbelievable stuff. Thanks for calling, dog. We'll talk soon. God bless you.
God bless you, bro.
My guy. Oh, Leighton, my bad. I accidentally hung up on you. Leighton, if you call back. I know. Bart is always bringing the electricity, Jake. That's the kind of stuff you get on TBWZ. Leighton, I just missed your call. I'm sorry, bro. If you want to call back, you could call into the show. You'll be up next because you've been listening and watching along for a little while. I can always see when people are watching the longest. Christian has been in here for a minute. Thank you, Christian, for hanging out with us, bro. And Blizz, and Koog Shiesty, and Jeff, and Bruh, and Ty, and Osas. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
It's your boy Leighton, and I'm calling from Oklahoma.
It's my guy Leighton. Are you watching the College Baseball World Series because Oklahoma's up 3-1 on North Carolina?
I was. I just got home from practice, and I was watching it on my way home. Dude,
nice.
We might won our first one in a while.
Dude, it's a good thing that you'll win one in baseball because it doesn't look like Oklahoma's going to be winning anything in football anytime soon. Leighton,
I mean,
I'm just being a jerk. Leighton, what practice were you coming home from? Are you playing all-star baseball or are you playing football already?
Football.
Football, I absolutely love it. What position are we rocking?
Receiver and outside linebacker.
What a combo. I absolutely love it. Leighton, you're calling into today's show. What did you have for the people today?
All right, I got a hot take. We shouldn't have traded Aaron Wiggins.
Oh, no Aaron Wiggins? You got 2 second-round picks, though, dude.
Dude, he's not worth 2-round picks.
Wait, so he's not – wait, so then you got a good deal then. So you should have made the deal.
No, he's worth way much better than 2 first-round picks.
He's worth much better. Okay, so then you made a deal. You got 2 second-round picks from the Hawks. Don't you trust Sam Presti, though, to flip those into really good players?
I mean, it really depends if we can actually get good players instead of just drafting random players, because I think we have the 12th round pick this year in the first round. So we might be able to get some good players. We might not. We don't know yet. We just got to see how it goes.
I think it's a great take. I think a lot of people are jumping to the conclusion that if you have let's say a 4th overall pick, that guy's automatically going to be good. That doesn't mean crap, dude. You don't know who you're getting.
Yeah.
You're a big pump the brakes guy. You're a big, like, let me see who the players are before I jump to conclusions. But in this one, you already jumped to the conclusion Aaron Wiggins was too good. The fact that you traded him stinks.
Well, I mean, we could have traded him, and we could have got better picks. Like, we could have got Shay's brother and Shay on the same team.
Oh, you would have wanted to go. Yeah, so let's make that trade. Let's get N'Keal Alexander-Walker on this team. So you're going to trade Wiggins and a first and get Nah?
Yeah, I think we could do that. I think we could do a 1st and 2nd round pick and Shay's brother, yeah.
Shay's brother is incredibly disrespectful to the 6th man of the year. Just calling him Shay's brother is crazy. I don't know your brother's name, but what if I was just like Leighton's brother? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's Aura. Like, they don't know you.
Yeah. Being my brothers, you broke up a little bit, but I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Unbelievable take, unbelievable stuff. You guys obviously lost to the Spurs this year. Are you nervous about losing to the Spurs for the next 7 years, or do you think you're going to be better than them? If J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell played, would you have won that series?
Oh, yeah, we definitely would have won that if J-Dub and, was in. Yeah. We definitely would have won that.
Leighton, unbelievable stuff, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day is,
Watermelon.
What is the best... Watermelon, he's been listening to the show. He's already got it. Watermelon has 5 votes. Leighton, you're the man, bro. God bless. We'll talk soon.
God bless.
Peace out, bro. That's my guy right there. Giannis needs to go to the West, said Nolan with a Y. That's a cool spelling, bro. He's got the James Harden beard, the James Harden mugshot on there. Speaking of mugshots, did you guys see that Dustin Poirier got arrested? Pray for that man. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Yo, I'm Jake from New York.
Jake from New York City. Brother, were you at the parade?
Yes, dude. I can't even believe the Knicks won the NBA Finals.
Dude, 53 years and counting, and it came just at the right time. I mean, for us that we're not able to go to the parade. Fill me in.
Thinking about that shit, dude.
Let's not cuss on the show because I get in trouble, but I appreciate you calling in and being yourself. Can you just paint the picture for me? Where were you watching Game 5? What was the scenario? What was the reaction after?
I was at home with my dad. The last time they won, he was 4 years old, I believe.
Wow.
I'm 26 right now.
Yeah.
My 2 other teams are dog shit. This is the first time I've ever seen a team win in the finals. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Jake, that is so awesome. And then you went to the parade. What a way to celebrate. Brother, you're calling into the show. We're talking a little bit about Giannis.
Ultimate satisfaction.
It was, bro. I don't know the feeling because I'm an Angels fan and I'm a Chargers fan, but I know the Lakers. I know what it's like to win. It's awesome. But you're calling into the show. What'd you have for the people?
Well, I just wanted to rip a Jalen Brunson take.
Rip off a Jalen Brunson take, please do it.
So we could walk through this. So do you believe that in the stage the Knicks are in, the first 82 game of the season, there's only like key spots where it's like he wins?
There's only key spots where he wins in the regular season?
No, there's keys, like your team needs key wins. Like we got to beat the Pistons, the Celtics. So like the most of the 82 games, you just need to coast and get into the playoffs.
I mean, with this Knicks team, they're a playoff team. They're a fourth quarter team. Like, we saw the Lakers with Kobe.
I would agree. So I see a lot of discourse about talking about players in Jalen Brunson's generation or Chris Paul, James Harden, those guys. I'm like, when it comes down to it in the fourth quarter, there's 4 dudes that have ever played in the association that put up the numbers that Jalen Brunson did.
Yeah, and one of them is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan, Kobe, and some dudes that played when my grandpa was watching.
Bro, it's there. No disrespect to Jalen Brunson at all. Like, all love to him. You're going to get a lot of guys who are like, well, he's not very good. But I'm like, okay, well, when the fourth quarter happens,
That's
there's
ridiculous.
2 minutes left.
I would say he's the best player in the league right now.
If the criteria was clutch and a guy who you need to take a last shot to win, it's him. He just won the championship. He's
Finals MVP and put his fucking.
All right, no cussing on the show. No cussing on the show because I get in trouble. I get in trouble on TikTok and get banned. But yeah, bro, you're reveling in it, bro. You're gonna get a lot of people though talking about if Giannis gets traded to the Celtics. A lot of people will have the Celtics as the favorite in the East.
That's great. When's Giannis been relevant in the past? How many seasons ago was that?
I mean, 2021 was the last time he won it. I think he was an MVP in 22.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think
it's crazy.
Dylan Harper is the best player on the Spurs. He should play more, or their coach should be fired.
I think the coach should have been fired long before that series started. I mean, it sucks to say this. You're a Knicks fan, so you're not going to agree. But I feel like if they just coached a little bit better and had the rotations down, I feel like they would have had a much better chance at beating you guys.
Yeah, I would agree. My girlfriend started watching basketball this year, and her 2 playoff takes was Game 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cavs. She was like, why do they keep letting the dude in the neon shoes get cooked? And that Dylan Harper was the best player on the Spurs.
It sounds like your girl knows ball, brother, and she knows she has good taste in men because you are a great caller, Jake. Brother, before you go, question of the day on today's show is, what is the best fruit?
Pineapples.
Pineapples, first time on the list, bro. Giving some love to the pineapples. Have you had the Kool-Aid version?
No.
Yeah, no. You live in civilization. Jake, unbelievable stuff, bro. God bless. We'll talk soon.
Peace out.
Oh my gosh. Pineapples are indeed the best fruit, said 5-star. We have concordance. We have agreements. We have lack of hostility going on into the chat. Right now, hanging out, having a good time. Celebrate good times. Come on. What is up, my friend Alex from Colorado? What is up, brother?
What's up, Zach? How you doing? It's a long time we haven't talked.
It has been a minute. You are now out of school. We got some more time to hang out. I've moved the show from 4 to 7 so more of the friends can hang out with us. But, brother, you're calling into the show. What did you have for the people today, my friend Alex from Colorado?
You know, Colorado, I mean, I haven't had much happen. I mean, I've been interning at 9 News. I've been bouncing my way around these radio stations. That's why I couldn't call in the afternoon. But, you know, it's been very quiet here in Colorado. I mean, only other thing that happened is Jonathan Cooper ate his girlfriend's phone. That was a fun case to cover. But, you know, everything else is pretty quiet here. You know, we got the draft. Nuggets are preparing for that. And, you know, everything else in Denver's pretty chill. You know, the Avs made a trade or two. And, pretty much
Well, you're on the beat with some of the NBA draft stuff. Do you have a prediction on who's going number 1? Because a few weeks ago it was A.J. DeBonsta no matter what. And now a lot of people are talking about Darren Peterson.
Derek Peterson. I mean, right now, I think Cam Boozer might go 1 or DeBonsta. That's where I think where the Wizards are at. That's just my gut telling me and what I've heard around us. We had one of our draft experts in JJ from Altitude. He gave us what he thought, and he thought Boozers or DeBonsta is probably Boozer or DeBonsta is going to be either the number 1 pick going to the Wizards.
Boozer at number 1 would be crazy. I'm pretty low on Cam Boozer.
Yeah, honestly, I think Cam Boozer, he didn't have the best combine at all, in my opinion. I feel like his draft stock might tank a tad bit. But again, you never know. The Wizards are the Wizards, and they could do something stupid or not, but we'll see what happens with the Wizards. But you never know. I mean, if they hit on this number 1 pick, they're probably a playoff team with Trae Young and Sarr. They would be an excellent team. They would be great defensively on the offensive side of the ball.
I'm really interested in what the Wizards look like next year. I think in terms of teams I'm excited to watch play basketball next year. I'm excited to see what the Pistons look like with Zubac and Halliburton running that thing. And I'm really excited to see what the Wizards look like. I mean, it's an Eastern Conference that right now is everyone's saying it's ruled by the Knicks, but I still think that team is beatable. I still think they're a very, very good basketball team, but I still think the East is slightly more open than the West. In the West, it feels like it's Spurs and Thunder, and that's it, bro.
Yeah, the Nuggets are pretty much done this offseason. I mean, there's right now like a couple of things I've heard. We're probably going to go all out trading. That's going to be a tough thing for us right now. That's been a big talk today. Is we got some reports that Aaron Gordon might be on his way out. Same with Jamal Murray. It depends with the Giannis situation. I've heard we're waiting for the Giannis trade to happen. If he goes to the Celtics, which is probably going to happen, if Giannis is going to the Celtics, there's a report that like the Nuggets are really interested in trading Jamal Murray to the Celtics. They had some conversations about it with Kroenke, but I doubt that it's going to happen. I think the Nuggets are going to have to find a lot of open buyers for Jamal Murray, and I think right now the plan might be they might not trade Jamal Murray. They're probably going to trade Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon. Zeke Naji is going to be a name during draft day. I will tell you that. Zeke Naji will be traded during this draft. On day 1 or day 2, the Nuggets are looking to try and move up in the draft. They don't like where they're picking at 26, but they like their second-round pick at 49. So that's something to watch out for draft day for the Nuggets.
There we go. We got the Nuggets draft day notes from our guy Alex from Colorado. Yeah, it looks like Giannis is going to the Boston Celtics or the Miami Heat. What team is if he does go to the Celtics, do they become the favorite in the East over New York, or do you still think it's New York?
I still think it's going to be New York because New York has a championship fully rostered, and we got to see what's in this trade. It's right now rumored Jaylen Brown could be in this trade deal, which that's right there. You're going to lose your point guard right there, and it depends if they're going to move White the point guard or not. That's the thing where I still think the Celtics will be good. It's just, will they stay healthy? That's the biggest question for the Celtics. They've always been, ever since their last championship in 24, they've just been injured with Jason Tatum, and then Jaylen Brown's missed some time. Derek White's missed some time.
Yeah.
So the Celtics need to stay healthy. I think that's the thing. Their big three have to.
Your keys to victory are health, and I agree with you. Health is the most important stat that nobody talks about in the NBA. Alex, unbelievable stuff calling in on today's show. Good to hear from you, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day, what is the best fruit?
Best fruit? I'll give you this, and I'll give you a quick hot take I have. You know, my fruit, I'll go strawberries, you know. I feel like they're pretty good, you know, in the summertime.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax at a pool.
Yeah, not a bad fruit.
Yep, and then my hot take is, I don't know. I was thinking about this. I was looking at the 24 quarterback draft class. You know, Caleb Williams, he's on Madden now. You got Jaden Daniels. He has, like, all these deals done. Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Then you got, why am I trying to forget quarterbacks? Oh, yeah, you got J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix.
And he's getting the bad. I'm still thinking about Bo Nix, but Bo Nix this is what the hot take's about. And then you got Drake May. He's getting all these deals. He made it to a Super Bowl. And then you got Bo Nix, you know, all these guys are getting, like, their names are out there. Everybody keeps forgetting about Bo Nix, you know. I saw this on the First Things First podcast in Fox, and they talk about it a tad bit. And my guys out there, we talked about it. Where's Bo Nix's PR team at, man? Like he's on with Ant Credit Union, a local credit union, that's it. Like, you don't see him with anything else. Like, I don't even know where his PR team is. Maybe I should be his PR guy. I'll get him a deal with Nike. He has, like, nothing. And then you look at the stats, like, pretty much the best quarterback in the class right now with the stats. If you look statistically, he has the most wins, most passing yards, and most touchdowns. I'm just looking at those three big categories. And he has the least amount of sacks, too. So I'm just saying, like, Bo Nix needs to get a new PR guy or something, a new agent. I don't know.
I think he doesn't have as many deals as those other guys you named is because he's probably the ugliest of the bunch.
Okay. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's just the name or swagger, but, I mean, he has a playoff win, so I think that's a big difference out of –
I mean, do you think Bo Nix is hot?
Bo Nix? I would say he's up there. I mean, I understand he's banged up. I mean, he's been banged up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he looks like he's already started balding, but, you know, it's all right. He feels good. I saw him practice at minicamp. He's pretty good. I mean, he didn't play much at minicamp, but OTAs.
So. It's going to be fun, bro. I'm excited for football. We're going to jump into some football stuff in just a moment here. But, brother Alex, unbelievable stuff. God bless. We'll talk soon, bro.
Yep. See you soon, Zach.
Peace. CTX Gavin, what is up, bro? What is up, my guy? Blorp. Blorp has the best fantasy baseball team of all time. It's very, very annoying. He scored 1 million points the other day. Seriously, 1,000,001. What is up, brother? Is this my guy, Will?
You know who it is. What's up,
yes.
bro?
What's up, Will? How are you doing, brother? Has summer break officially started?
Finally it has.
No more studying.
So nice. Huh?
No more studying during games.
Yeah, I know. It's so nice. No more studying.
Will, were you able to make it to the parade?
No, I was in a state test, so that kind of sucks.
You were in state testing. That's horrible. You'd think that state testing in New York would realize that they should probably take the parade day off from state testing.
Well, here's the thing. The mayor knew that we were going to be – I feel like the mayor knew we were going to be taking it. I don't know why he could have just put it on Juneteenth. Just no one has work or school, so then we could have all gone to the parade and had fun.
So you wanted the Muslim mayor of New York to take the sacred day of the freedom of African Americans in this state and replace that celebration of life with a celebration of the New York Knicks.
I guess you could say that.
All right. Well, and I guess we know what side you were on in the Civil War.
What? No.
Well, I mean, what's your favorite fruit?
Well, why are we on the final question?
I'm just messing around. Brother, I'm just messing around with you. You know that, Will. We're talking a lot about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I've been saying that if they go out, thank you, Blorp. If they go out and get, if the Celtics go out and get Giannis, they will probably be the favorite in the Eastern Conference above the New York Knicks. What say you?
So I put in the chat, like, I feel like what's going to happen is he's going to either be going between Miami or what's the other team he could be possibly going to besides New York? I feel like what's going to happen, the rumors are going to be saying, like, oh, he's going towards this team or he's going towards that team. But then there's going to be some dramatic switch where it's just going to come on Instagram or wherever you get your news from. He's just going to sign with the Knicks.
Dude, I mean, last summer when we first started talking about this Giannis Antetokounmpo thing and him wanting to get traded. And if you remember all the way back then, the only team he said he wanted to go to was the New York Knicks. But they won the championship, and it kind of spoiled the plan for Giannis to go there. You still think there's a chance that he goes to New York?
I mean, yeah, like, but here's the question for you. Do you think since now they've won it, like, do you think even besides myself, other Knicks fans will even want him to come?
I mean, do you want to trade Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart and like a first-round pick for Giannis right now?
I feel like we're about to go on a dynasty run for a little bit, so probably not.
You think you're on the verge of a dynasty run. Now, all right, so over the next 5 seasons, let's say this team sticks together for the next 5 years, how many championships are you going to officially guarantee?
I hope 2 in the next 5 years.
2
I'm trying
championships.
To keep it realistic.
So would that be 3 total?
Yeah, I feel like Pacers might get a shot at it.
Yeah.
Halliburton.
Halbert.
Really.
Yeah, you got it right.
Halbert.
Yeah, Halbert.
I don't feel like the 76ers got it. I feel like they fluke too much in the playoffs. Just not really feeling. Miami does not. Atlanta definitely doesn't, and I think we all know why.
Yeah, because of Magic City, because of the people, because of the fans.
Oh my! Remember when they tried to do the Magic City night, and then the NBA was like, absolutely not. It was like it's like when it's like when a child goes to the toy store and I'm like, can I have this? And they're like, no.
It's a great take, brother. I absolutely love it. Will, unbelievable stuff,
bro. I want to tell you I'm really big in sports. I'm going to.
Are you going to the World Cup?
I am.
Wow! You're going to the World Cup. What game?
Curacao versus Ivory Coast and Ghana versus Croatia. So I'm in Philly. So we'll see how that goes.
Wow. I mean, I couldn't imagine a better matchup than Ghana and Ivory Gold Coast.
No, Ghana versus Croatia. I'm seeing Ghana versus Croatia and Curacao versus Ivory Coast.
Yes, bro. Do you know where Curacao is on a map?
Yes, it's in the Caribbean.
Okay, what continent is it in?
North America. I know my geography. Like the things we Americans fail is geography, and I'm the only person probably in this country who knows way more than like 90% rest of everyone.
Yeah, so Curacao is in South America.
Oh, kind of close enough. It's in the Caribbean. Sorta.
Will, you're the absolute man, bro. Thank you for the end of that call.
Also, Cape Verde is doing so low right now. They tied with, I think, Uruguay.
They're tied with Uruguay? Is the game back on? I'm watching the college baseball World Series.
No. This was like either a day or 2 ago, and they like tied to Uruguay, so they have a chance to get into the knockout stages.
It's going to be fun. Norway and Senegal is going off it, or Senegal is going at it right now. We'll tune into that in just a second. Will, unbelievable stuff. Much love, dog. We'll talk soon.
Do you want to give me the question of the day?
Oh, yeah. What's the best fruit?
I feel like it's got to be strawberries. You can put it with so many things, and it also tastes really good with it. With cream, pies, ice cream. It's just so good with everything.
Yes, strawberries and cream. One of the best there is. My boy Will has the palate of a beautiful man. Brother, you are the man. We'll talk soon, okay?
Talk soon.
Peace. I'm going to pause the phone calls for just a second as we talk and build some hype around this graphic of which team wins. All right. The North consists of Lamar Jackson, Jahmyr Gibbs at running back, and then 3 wide receivers that are unbelievable names and unbelievable men. That's Jamar Chase, Jay Jettas, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. The funniest part about this list for me, and with the North in particular, is the fact that this is some Fantasyland stuff. This is like if we were just putting together. I just saw your take on this, and it's terrible. Blorp, get out. Get out! I'll get to my take in just a second on it as I build up the hype. No one's here. No one cares. The North. Jay Jettas and Jamar Chase have played on the same team, which is already hilarious. They were on that 2019 LSU team. The North is obviously really good. It might be the fastest team ever assembled, But one of the best running teams in the world would be a Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley. We thought we were going to see Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley run the league, and yes, they did win a Super Bowl. Last year was not as good. But realistically, him with Josh Allen, that would probably be the best running wide receiver quarterback duo of all time. Pair that with A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens. A lot of people say the East is going to be good. Can you imagine the drama that is going to happen in that wide receiver room with CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, and George Pickens being on that team? That team will not even make it to game one. The drama surrounding that team, they would get their own show. Keeping up with the Kardashians, no. Keeping up with this hypothetical team from the East, that would be reality TV that I would absolutely lock in on. Before we get to the West, let's talk about how bad the South is and how just sorry both of those divisions are. I like the Saints. I think they're going to be a lot better this year than they were last year. I like Shook. I like Kellen Moore. It's a good football team. We're talking football on TBWZ. But this team absolutely stinks like crap. Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, I think he's going to be decent. I think the Jags are going to be half good. I kind of like the Jags this season. I think they're going to be cool. I expect them to win a playoff game and potentially make even a run to the AFC Championship game against the Chargers and lose. Bijan Robinson is obviously so talented. Such a good running back. Can't say anything about him. This is the weakest wide receiver core by a lot. I mean, Olave is a good wide receiver. He always hits his head. Nico Collins is always hurt. Drake London is inconsistent. It's a bad team. The North, East, and West put together amazing squads, and the South team absolutely stinks. The West, for me, is the best team on this list by far. The West is so stacked, brother. First of all, Justin Herbert can make every throw on the field look easy. He's got unbelievable arm talent, unbelievable arm strength, fantastic accuracy. The dude is an absolute horse and never gets hurt. And his rushing is formidable. It's not the best. It's not better than Allen. It's definitely not better than Jackson. But an all-around player, Justin Herbert, probably the best quarterback in football, according to me, a Chargers fan. Christian McCaffrey is the best running back on this list. Maybe he's not the fastest. Maybe he's not the shiftiest. Maybe he's not maybe he's the whitest. But Christian McCaffrey is the only guy that can come out of the backfield and line up at slot and line up at fullback and be a weapon from anywhere on the field. He is the ultimate gadget type guy. And to have him paired with Justin Herbert, they'd be able to make all of the right reads and be an absolutely formidable foe together. Puka Nacua over the last 3 seasons, no one has averaged more yards per game than Puka Nacua. I actually don't know if that's correct. I didn't look it up. I looked up Puka Nacua's yards per game, and it was 95. I'm like, I guess that's number 1. Puka Nacua is unbelievable. JSN is such a talent. JSN is always open. That's the thing about these two guys is they are always open. Put the best coverage in the world on JSN and put the best coverage in the world on Puka. They're going to find a way to squirt open, and they're going to find a way to find the end zone. And then Rashee Rice, fastest guy of the wide receivers on this list. He can blow the top off of every defense. He's a speed demon down the side. The West is by far the most balanced team on this list, and I love that team, and I love that squad. Give me the West with Herbert or with Mahomes. If you throw Mahomes in the West, they'll be very good too. I'm obviously a Justin Herbert stan, so I'm going to stand with my guy. Someone clip that. We know what the future of Puka and JSN will be. That's dangerous partner wide receiver with CMC all around. It's unbelievable. Dre Cohen said Gibbs is better than CMC. I couldn't disagree more. I think CMC is the best running back we will ever see in our lifetimes. To all the old heads that are like, Ed Dickerson was really good. Or, hey, Marshall Faulk was able to run the ball. Have you ever heard of Emmitt Smith? Don't care about any of those guys. CMC blows all of them out of the water. No one is more versatile and can do more things on a football field than Christian McCaffrey. Line brother up at outside linebacker, he'll get 17 tackles for losses over a season. But if you want to call into the show and give your take live, it is 213-352-5216 if you want to call into the show and be a part of this thing. My throat hurts. I've been talking so much today. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
It's Blorp, Maryland.
Oh! My guy Blorp from Maryland. You are a Wizards fan, correct?
That is correct.
Who are you guys drafting number 1 overall?
AJ DeBonsa.
I love it. Great take. Franchise-changing type guy. Blorp, you're calling into the show. Did you have any thoughts on the graphic that I have up on the screen?
So I do. Number one, I know you're a Chargers fan. Herbert cannot be on that graphic.
What are you talking about?
Herbert has no right being there over Mahomes.
Who should it be?
Patrick Mahomes? Like the GOAT after Brady?
Justin Herbert's faster and has a hotter girlfriend.
Okay. With the graphic you have up.
Okay.
I am a Ravens fan, but I think it's the North.
Yeah. Tell me why.
I think the wide receiver room of Chase Jefferson is the only thing that can come close to Nakua JSN.
Sure.
Amon-Ra is significantly better than Rashee Rice. Also, Rashee Rice is a criminal, whatever. Running back McCaffrey definitely over Gibbs. Although, tell me if this is just a Ravens fan of me, but should Derrick Henry be there over Gibbs right now?
Right now, I mean, people are so high on Jahmyr Gibbs just because he's so fast and so electric. But yeah, I think people sleep on Derrick Henry a lot. The North also, it's the only squad of all black guys, so they're naturally going to be probably better than everybody else.
That is fair. If you look at the current World Cup teams, even for like European countries, so I'm saying they have better genetics. So
they have much better genetics.
I hope that doesn't get me canceled, you know?
I just canceled you. The viewers dropped off from 19 to 5 real quick. But then Lamar Jackson, North, he's the quarterback of the North. Do you think it should have been Joe Burrow?
I think Burrow he has an argument, but at the same time, I think in the current NFL, there's a clear top 3, and then Burrow is a clear number 4. Right now, I think in any order you want to put them in, it's Allen, Mahomes, and Lamar.
Oh.
If you want regular season, I think it's easily Lamar. If you want playoffs, it's easily Mahomes.
Yeah.
And then Josh Allen's just dead. He's just also really good.
Yeah, he's very good at football.
If we're talking regular season, I think the North cooks. If we're talking playoffs, I can't deny that Lamar has struggled there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with a squad like that, I think they'd be fine. I think they'd
be very good. Blorp, it's so good to hear from you, brother. I hope life is going well. We're going to keep rolling with today's show and talk a little more Giannis Antetokounmpo stuff. But, bro, before you go, the question of the day today is, what is the best fruit?
Okay. There are a lot of really good fruits.
Yeah.
I think I might have to go with what Will said, the last guy, strawberry.
Strawberries have now officially tied watermelon. Both have 5 votes.
Oh,
so
absolutely not watermelon.
I'm not big
I
on
really
watermelon
don't like
either.
Watermelon. I think it's refreshing. I just don't think it has that much flavor. And when I take a bite of a fruit, I really want a burst of flavor.
I want that burst of flavor in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blorp said it. Brother, unbelievable stuff, Blorp. Your fantasy baseball team is unbelievable, bro. So congrats to that, and God bless you. We'll talk soon,
Thanks.
bro.
Yeah. All right.
Peace.
Have a good.
My guy, Blorp. Oops. I accidentally tried to call somebody. I've never called someone on my phone. I've only received phone calls. We're running out of steam. I'm running out of steam. Man 2Z Envy is running up in this. It's 6:09 p.m., and we've been expecting a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade any minute now, according to Shams Charania. I think the guy accidentally called is calling me back. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Anthony Edwards is the GOAT!
Who? Yep, got him. Scared him. All you have to do is ask the kid a question. They're like, all right, I'm out. See you later. Caved, what's up, dude? You think he's going to the Caved? I had to take a couple weeks ago that he should go to the Cavs because I thought that what the Cavs should have done is trade Evan Mobley for Giannis Antetokounmpo and some stuff there. So you know what I mean? So you get Giannis, you lose Mobley. That stinks. You sign LeBron James, good basketball player, in the offseason. And then your starting 5 would be Spida Mitchell, James Harden, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jared Allen. Sorry, but that's the best team ever assembled. We tried in our Discord. If you want to join our Discord, let me know. But we tried in our Discord to assemble that team on 2K, and it was very, very difficult to do so. It's such a fantasy team. It's so hard to imagine a world where that team would lose anything. Wouldn't even talk Angels-Orioles, and they start a series tonight. Wow. The Angels and the Orioles do start a series. I could talk about the Orioles a little bit, for sure. No pitching, decent hitting. I just think the team still hasn't woken up. The team still hasn't woken up. We're waiting on Jackson Holiday to get going, too. Yeah, they're in a very tough division. They're 37-42, 10.5 back on the Yanks. And listen, good hitting team, very, very good hitting team, but bad pitching. And it's very similar to the Angels. Very, very good hitting team, very bad pitching. Oh, looking at it, actually, the Orioles have 369 runs scored, and the Angels have 361. So very, very similar hitting teams, but they both stink. With their pitching, both stink. 394 given up for the Orioles and 397 given up for the Angels. Their records are very, very similar. It's crazy to be saying this at this point in the season, but the Orioles and the Angels are very, very similar teams right now. They're very, very much the same team. I mean, I'm still going to say the Orioles are a better team than the Angels, but it's a disappointment from the Orioles, and Angels suck, but whatever. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, Tony from Houston, Texas.
Oh, Tony from Houston. Unbelievable stuff, brother. Were you able to partake in any of the World Cup festivities around the Houston area, Tony?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's I work in construction, so it's been way too hectic. Traffic alone, man, it's unbearable.
I've been to Houston before. The traffic around the area can be pretty wild, bro. And all those new Europeans in there can only make things worse. But, brother, you're calling into the show. What did you have for us today?
Hey, so obviously being from Houston, I'm a huge Houston Rockets fan.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what we're doing, man. There's an article that just came out maybe about an hour or two ago saying that they're open for business, willing to trade Kevin Durant and Alperen Şengün, and I don't know, man. Our team has just been so wishy-washy, and okay. I've been on the bandwagon to trade for Giannis, and I just don't understand why that's not on the table. I don't know why. If we, I understand this year was a bad year for us because we lost Van Fleet, and it didn't help with KD. Yeah, and Steven Adams, and with KD being hurt in the playoffs. I feel like Şengün is the only reason. He was the only one scoring. And I don't know. Like, I just don't think we should trade him. I really don't. I think that we have enough assets that if we really wanted to go get Giannis, I think we could. I mean, you give up a Jabari, you give up Tari, and you could probably give up maybe an Aaron Holiday and some more draft picks. And I think Milwaukee would take that in a heartbeat. And honestly, this is a hot take, but if I had to, I would give up Amen. I understand a lot of people love Amen, but he can't shoot. He reminds me of Westbrook, and Westbrook is better than him when he was with the Thunder. Like, at least Westbrook could make twos. He could have a mid-range. He could shoot threes. Amen can't do any of that. He just has the same intensity, and he plays great defense. But you saw what happened in the playoff. We had no offense. And if you're giving me, imagine Giannis and Şengün, with KD and Van Fleet. And like I said, if we had to give up Amen and maybe Jabari, but we got to keep Tari Eason, come on. I don't know why we can't make a bigger push. I don't know why it's not on the table.
Tony, it's a really well-constructed take, and I could tell you have passion about your team because you've thought about it a lot. My one question for you to maybe pump the brakes slightly, if you have Fred Van Fleet fully healthy and Steven Adams fully healthy, do you get past the Lakers in round one?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because especially since Luka was injured, I think so for sure. Yeah. If Luka was healthy, maybe. I think the team chemistry, I would need to see how that would go. But, yeah, for sure, I think we get past them. for sure.
The daunting part is, that team with a fully healthy Houston Rockets team is good enough to compete in the Eastern Conference. The trouble with the West is we have OKC sitting right there and an 8-foot alien from France sitting there as well. As a fan of the Lakers and a team in the West, it's really like you have to go all in on acquiring talent if you want to have any chance at competing in this conference.
Absolutely, and that's why I think we should. I think we already went all in for KD, and that was another thing too that I didn't. When we traded for KD, I was real skeptical about the way we traded for. I wouldn't have given up Jalen Green because I knew this was going to happen. I felt it coming. I felt like if Kevin Durant got injured in the playoffs, which happened, where were we going to go for offense? And so that's why I was a little hesitant on trading Jalen. I would have rather traded Jabari because Jalen can get hot. Just we had no scoring, and it showed. And I just can't believe that we want to give up our only offensive weapon. I know he's no Joker, but man, Joker doesn't play great defense, and neither does Şengün. But that's not what they're there for. Yeah. If we were to get someone like Giannis, he would be able to play great defense and offense.
Jalen Brunson also doesn't play great defense, and I think they just won a championship.
Say again?
Jalen Brunson also doesn't play great defense, and we just saw what he did with New York.
I know, and that's why I don't understand. I think that New York is a perfect example of going all in. It's crazy to think that them getting Mikal, them getting Cat, and just giving it one more year. Now, I will say that they helped a lot by the Pacers being injured because I think Tyrese, man, I think he's going to be great. I really do. I don't think it was a fluke season. I think him and Pascal, I really think that that's going to be a winning culture if Tyrese gets back to normal. But, we'll have to see what happens. And honestly, if Giannis does go anywhere, I hope he does stay in the East because the West is too loaded. I think it would be unfair for him to come to the, there was some talk about the Timberwolves, which I think would have been cool. But yeah, I just hope he stays in the East. And, I don't know if you remember this like a month or two ago. Do you remember when the Raptors were even a conversation? I don't know if you remember that. There was even talk that he wanted to go to the Raptors, but I don't know. Something
but then
Raptors
fans were telling me that we were unwilling to part ways with Scotty Barnes. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's crazy. No, I'm taking Giannis over Scotty all day long. No way.
Yeah, because you're a ball knower, Tony. Unbelievable call. Is it cool if I clip some of this and put it on TikTok?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love the show. Appreciate it.
Bro, of course. Before you go, question of the day is, what is the best fruit?
Ooh. When it's perfectly juicy, it's got to be a cantaloupe.
Oh, cantaloupe off the top rope, dude. Do you get a lot of hate for that take?
No, I think cantaloupe is great when it's fresh and juicy, man. I think cantaloupe tastes great to me. I love cantaloupe. It's just when you get when it's closer to a melon, you know what I mean, and it's all nasty and it's either good or bad. You can't have any in between.
How about that hot juicy lope? Tony, unbelievable stuff, brother. God bless. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it, man. Later.
Peace. Bro, Holland just scored for Norway. It's now 3-1. Norway over Senegal, whatever it is. Sorry to that African nation. Sorry about that for butchering your name. Senegal. Dude, Holland, unbelievable. What a goal. They had 3 different chances in that one sequence, and then finally it bounced his way, and he just a little touch over the keeper. What touch and class around the net for Holland. I've been locked in on soccer, and I absolutely love it. My friend Bart called into the show. Your friend is there, Chris? That's awesome, bro. My friend Bart called into the show. Senegal. Schmeagle? I don't get. Okay, so are there any Lord of the Rings fans out there? Is Schmeagle Gollum? It is Gollum Schmeagle. And then why, when he's the weird alien version of himself, I don't know what he is. When he's all scary and gray, why is he yelling Schmeagle? Or why is he saying words? Did we get the news? Nah, Picklefish is lying. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh my gosh. Giannis Antetokounmpo tweeted about 3 hours or put up on his Instagram story a picture of himself. No, he tweeted the caption, "God, I trusted you at the beginning and I'll continue to trust you throughout." The trade has happened. The trade has happened. We just do not have the news yet. Why is USA good at soccer now? We just bullied them into being good. We're just like, why do you guys suck so bad? And they're like, fine, we'll be better. Picklefish, my guy, thinks that he just got traded. I think Giannis does too. Giannis tweeted 3 hours ago. He said, "God, I trust you at the beginning. I'll trust you throughout this process." So it seems like Giannis is on the move officially. We just do not know exactly where yet. USA, USA, I'm with you, Chris. Fellas. All right. TikTok people, I'm going to hop off. I have to pee. I have to hop off, and I'll be live again on Wednesday. So Wednesday, 4 p.m.-ish is when I go live on Twitch. And then after Twitch, I go live on TikTok. So I might move it a little bit later. I don't know. Maybe 5 to 7. Maybe we'll do 5 to 7, like a 2-hour show, or 5 to 8 if it's fun. But I love you guys so much. And I mean, if you want to follow now, you'll get notified when I go live. And if you come follow on Twitch, I'll be over there for just a few more minutes until my bladder explodes. Adios. Much love. Chris, peace out, dog. Good to see you. Happy New York Knicks championship, dog. TikTok, love you guys so much. I'll see you Wednesday. Manzana. Right? Is Wednesday Manzana? No, Manzana is apple. Bro, I've been working in a kitchen recently, and I've been brushing up on my Spaniel, my Espanol. It's been solid, bro. My new job in my restaurant's been awesome. But I think at this point in my life, I'm kind of finding a groove right now, and I'm really enjoying what's popping off right now for Vini. And so I'm stoked on what is to come, and I'm stoked on TBWZ, and we will continue this show as we do on Wednesday. Wow. Blorb, thanks for hanging out with us, bro. Thanks for popping in and tuning in. We got a fun series coming up, Angels and Orioles, so we'll be going after it all day long in the chat. Having a good time. Cooper in there is also an Orioles fan, so if you want another Orioles fan to talk to, Cooper is in there. Boomer, Sooner, PV, congrats on the Natty. You guys just won it. Unbelievable stuff from Boomer, Sooner. Too bad you can't do it in football. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with TBWZ. I will see you again on Wednesday. God bless. Vini, outie. See you guys. Love ya.
Won't you take me away? Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind, and I'm counting on you. You can carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.